Hello everyone, welcome to the first game of Sens, the philosophical sci-fi game. My name is Simon, I'm going to be the game master today. I'm joined today with some awesome players, some of which you might recognize Theo from my Rewriters of History game. Idris is a high school friend of mine. And I am meeting the other two, but I am very excited for this game today. Okay, so real quick summary of the setting so that everybody is on the same page. It has been a few thousand years since almost 1,000 years since the empire of the solar system has been established. Within the last couple hundred years, the empire has found on Mars alien technology called that they dubbed the Runes of God, and that they started to experiment on, and found out that they could that if they build the proper machine, they would be able to observe the shadow world, a world that is exactly the same as our own, and where things are happening at exactly the same time as they are in our current universe. Essentially, that machine would be proving that the world is determined and deterministic, and that there isn't really any free will. Of course, there was some opposition to building those machines. The Earth, which had a lot of illegal activities that they didn't want to have observed, opposed the building of Cosmo and Rebirth, which led to some civil war. And the Civil War is still ongoing. Throughout the Civil War, strange beings have been interacting. There, on the side of the Resistance, there are two immortals. One called Solipsis, which is she was one of the people who worked on Cosmo and on building the machines Cosmo and Rebirth, and was the first one to oppose it. And there was also a man known as Finland Finger, who was the general of the Resistance, who had his fingers elongated by torture from the Empire, and who managed, despite the omniscience of the Emperor, to keep the Resistance going for a while. Those two people are known to be immortals in the sense that they have been fighting the good fight for centuries, and the Emperor himself, Mythos Quadria, is also known to be an immortal. Now, very, very recently, 24 years ago, a series of children were born in New York with a very distinct ability. Their presence is not felt, and does not exist inside of the shadow world. Essentially, all of their actions, all of their the consequence of every single one of their actions is not taken into account in the shadow world, and this made them, for the Resistance, a boon and a great and gave the Resistance the ability to escape the omniscience of the Emperor. Those children were called glitches, and 3-4 years into their lives, the city of New York was attacked by alien creatures, alien humanoids who looked like who were made out of pure lightning, the Quadrillas, who essentially razed New York to the ground in an effort to try to find those children and kill them. It worked in the shadow, the resistance was completely defeated there. But thanks to the glitch's ability to have their actions not seen in the shadow, the resistance actually managed to escape. Thanks to the two immortals staying behind to cover your escape. You now all live inside of a base hidden in the North Pole, hidden beneath large caves of ice, and this cave does not even exist in the Shadow World because it was built by Soren Solipsis after she learned of the glitch's existence. You've been living there, training there, for the past 21 years, and now that all of your characters are 24, it seems the time is almost right to send you all on your first mission. This is the game that we're playing today. Alright, so in order of your images popping up on the screen, if you would like to introduce yourselves, say what pronouns you use, and like just talk a little bit about yourself and your character, that would be perfect. But before that, Idris, you have a question?
No, sorry, it's just
okay, cool.
nothing. Sorry.
All right, Boone, do you wanna introduce yourself and your character first?
It's pronounced bone just for convenience. It's actually Dutch for bean.
Okay.
So technically you could just refer to me as Mr. Bean, it would be fine as well. But I am playing Alistair. I'm sort of new to the Warhammer mechanics, but I've played on Dungeons & Dragons before in general, also playing it in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And overall, my character is heavy on the chaotic side, and he really likes causing chaos in general. But overall, he's not exactly bad-natured or good-natured, it's just that he likes to keep things going, and he doesn't really enjoy monotony and stuff. So if there's nothing going on, chances are he's gonna start something.
All right. You want to talk a little bit about? Oh, and Alistair Oakbarrel uses he/him pronouns, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Cool. Do you want to talk a little bit about yourself as a? Oh yeah, you already said that you were familiar with D&D mechanics and things like this. Okay, Idris.
Hello. Well, I'm Idris. I'm French, and I play a lot of role-playing games since I was a kid, and I am a circus artist and theatre performer. That's actually my job, which is a bit of a weird thing, but there we go. And my character is called Mitya, and the first one who says a joke about "nice to meet you" is going to get punched. The idea is that he is a bit of a he's a bit of a loner that sort of feels a great deal of conflict into himself about being a resistance fighter and having to sort of bear the responsibility of being a glitch into his life. And he basically is a person who would rather be like into any other line of work, but he's kind of stuck there due to his position. He's trying to find creative outlets and discovers each time that he's really terrible at it, because he keeps changing jobs and discovering that he has no other talent than firing a gun, basically. And that's about it.
All right, Cody.
Okay, my real life name is Fabian. I don't have experience with this specific system, but I'm very excited to learn. Mm-hmm. I'm playing a character called Cody Rainvessel, he/him, and he used to be a quiet person as a kid, and after he was abducted from his Baker family in Brooklyn at his 4th birthday, I think that was true. He got mostly interested in scientific endeavors, and specifically interested in botany and plants, a collector, and fond of puzzles. Yeah, he's not that big of a fighter, but he is convinced that the kinds of politics that are needed to end this conflict are beyond force.
All right, and Theo.
Hello. I, in real life, am Theo. I use they, them pronouns out of the game. In game, I'm playing a character named Alexander, uses he, him pronouns. Alexander is a bit complex in the sense that he, inside, is a bit more pessimistic than he actually shows himself to be. He's really good at putting on a front of kind of blanking on words, but he's really good at pretending like everything is okay and that he believes everything is going to be okay, even though he's like, everything is not great and I kind of hate where I am, but I'm making it work.
All right. Yeah, right. And we have another player who will be joining us pretty soon. Okay. So, just sent a message to everyone in Discord, and we are going to start today's game. So, going to get all of your characters. Wait a second. Who doesn't have a token? Oh, Theo, you don't have a token. That's right.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's my bad. We did finish your character very recently. Do you trust me to get a token that looks kind of like your character? You might want to change it later. You might want to change it later down the line, but for the convenience of today, I am going to grab. Let's see. This. Ooh, wait, no, hold on. This looks better. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. All right, here we go. All right. By the way, we are using a mixture of mechanics from the original game and mechanics from Deathwatch. So, can everybody let everybody else know what your character classes in the Deathwatch system are that will illustrate what role you have in fights? Boone? Bean? Okay, Idris?
I'm playing an assault marine.
Yeah, you got
Marine.
Assault Marine, yeah. Okay. He's going to be more the kind to jump into battle and go in hand-to-hand combat. Cody?
Apothecary, which is a support class healing character.
Mm-hmm. All right. And Theo, you're also Apothecary, right?
Yes.
All right. All right.
Apothecary team.
Apothecary gang.
Yeah, so we have two healers in the group. That's going to make it a little bit easier to survive. I have playtested this hybrid system with one player before, and it worked all right. But the mortality rate was still it needed a little bit of tweaking, and I did some tweaking. But so now everything should be good. Fingers crossed for your characters. That I'm right. All right, hold on. Where is
If someone dies, it's gonna be me. It's okay.
Well, yes, because you are the one who charges in most often. All right, cool. So, your team is also composed of 2 other members. Claudius Moro is a tech marine, and they're the character for the player who's a bit late today. And Akina is an NPC, uses he, him pronouns, kind of more of a pilot type character. And how do you say that? Very impulsive, the very embodiment of free will that you're all supposed to be. And you do in fact remember that when you wake up today. Your characters are all living in the same quarters. Your entire unit, the Team Delta, you live in the same place. And as you wake up and get ready for, the morning, you are going to feel the distinct absence of shenanigans associated with Akina in the base right now. It has been a week since all of you had your 24th birthday. You all were born on the same day after all, so you had been promised by the General Costa, Finlandfinger's son, that you would be sent on a mission, that you could start fighting the Empire finally after turning 24. And it's been an entire week and no such mission has come. So, okay, which of you shares bunk beds with Akina?
That could be me.
Okay, cool. Also, we're still getting some feedback from somebody's computer. I think you might want to wear headphones if possible. If you're not. Okay. Okay. So, Mitya, you wake up and you look around and Akina's not here. Usually a heavy sleeper. This might not worry you at first, but when you head out to the common room where everybody else is, when you head out to the common room where everybody else is, you still don't notice his presence. What is everybody doing on this fine morning?
Probably getting a little bit of something to eat and finding a place to sit, pulling out a book, and just pouring into it.
All right.
I think my character probably does this thing in the morning where he goes into the common room and just lies down on the floor and does nothing for a while.
Mitya?
So you'll often find him, you'll often find Mitya nestled just somewhere, just lazing around for a bit, because mornings are a difficult period for him.
I feel that in my soul. Okay. By the way, just letting everybody know. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start the timer for that. So everybody starts with 2 points of immersion. You gotta put it on your character sheet or on your token. Immersion, it represents how invested you are in the story, in your characters, and things like this. It resets to 0 every game session, but for every thing that you contribute to the game, you start with an extra 1 at the start of every game. So all of you have 2 from making your character and getting an image for your characters. Idris, you made, I think, 7 different characters to populate the North Pole base, so you actually start with 9 immersion points. And
In which category can we put it on the token?
It's gonna be the blue bar. If you click on your token, you're gonna have like 3 bubbles pop up, and it's gonna be the blue one.
Yeah.
Right. And the more immersion you have, the higher your stats become. So just letting you know. You're also going to get some for every 30 minutes of gameplay. So I've got a timer for that. All right. What is? Okay. Is that? Hold on, I'm gonna put on everybody's name so that we're getting yeah. Alistair Barrel is apparently dancing on the table. What is Cody doing?
Cody is very slow in the mornings, and he kind of steps into the common room, all automated, steps over Mythia and sets up a teapot and has a look at some seedlings he got going, but not really actually checking what's going on, just like in like an automated morning routine.
All right. And yeah. Hold on. Who and yeah. Okay. Cool. And Alexander, you said slow during the mornings, but getting some food. Right. Cool. Claudius, the tech marine, is probably just going to be typing on the computer. We'll get Claudius is going to be busy with something else for this part of the adventure. So, what are your like? I'm just gonna let you do you right now.
Do we know how long Akina's already gone?
You don't. You did see him last night. But
okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Like, is he gone for multiple days already, or just since yesterday? So I asked Mitya, wasn't Akina supposed to be coming home this night?
Yeah, probably, but you know him, he just he gets into weird situations, right? He's probably just sleeping somewhere in the streets, something stupid, and he's going to come home with a stupid story. I don't want to think about it.
Fair enough, living the Akina life.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, he's basically like a stray cat.
Living La Vida Akina.
A stray cat, but with a jet plane.
Yeah, that's why, you know, I trust him to just have done something really silly.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Now,
or maybe he's dead. Who knows?
I'm gonna ask for the first roll of the game. Could everybody make a Cosmos roll to remember something important? Basically, just go to your character sheet, and next to Cosmos, there's gonna be the icon for a dice roll. And if you click it and you get a positive result, not like that, not what you just did, then you succeed in the action. Boone, you totally forgotten whatever, and so has Idris. Has Mitya. Okay.
So close.
Hold on. Does Cody have it?
Giving my best here. I clicked it, but it didn't really do it.
Oh.
Window, maybe
because that's because there's gonna be a window that's gonna pop up. You want to close your character sheet and enter that the modifier is 0 on your character on the window that popped up, because it's here you go. All right, Cody, you remember you have drill training this morning,
guys.
All of you.
We all had drill training this morning.
Ah, shit.
Seriously?
I don't know exactly what time, but I think we're roughly -1 hour till we have to be there.
Oh no! We can't have drill for fuck's sake. I just go lazily into my room to pick up my things, just mumbling all the way.
Right. Yeah.
This is stupid.
I'll make sandwiches for the way. Anybody want one?
Yeah, keep me like a tuna sandwich, something like that.
Tuna, alright. Cody hastily adds some more sandwiches to his breakfast.
You're awesome.
Right. So you start getting prepared. You get the military uniform, your training weapons and drills, and you don't have a very large blue aura visible to everyone activated.
Wait, what?
Oh, wait, no, it's only visible to me. Alistair, I can see the large blue aura coming from your character.
Do you see a large blue aura coming?
Okay, alright, never mind.
That's good.
Okay. Wait, is there no way to deactivate it? Well, I'll have to take care of that at another time. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, cool. So, you, all of you get your stuff. You start heading, like, yeah, you get everything from your rooms, and, Idris, you are going to notice that, hey, maybe Akina already left early, since when you look around, you can see that his usual gear for training is just not present in his room in the places where it usually is. Like it's like his locker is actually like slightly ajar and like completely emptied.
Is that his usual style to do that?
To go early to military training? No, it's not. Maybe he's usually more of the kind to, you know, go there with all of you so that he has an audience to complain to about how shit it is that, like, you know, you're supposed to be the embodiment of free will, but you still have to follow the what's it called? The general's orders anyways.
Mm-hmm. I just pop into the common room and say, like, that's weird. Akina has taken all his stuff, but that means that he took his stuff yesterday evening. And
Yeah,
that's
I reckon so.
really weird.
Yeah.
Did he do something stupid again? Oh, God.
It's Akina.
Yeah, it's Akina, let's say that. And let's just forget about him. We'll find him at drill training, probably.
Yeah, we should ask people there. Maybe she showed up earlier or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, you start heading towards the military part of the base. As you exit the dorms, you find yourself in this very cold cavern. Beneath your feet is rock centuries old, and all around you are these giant stalactite pillars that hold the ice roof of the cavern above you. You are very far beneath the ice, to the point where light doesn't from the sun doesn't even reach this place, because it doesn't even usually pierce through the apocalyptic clouds of Earth's current weather. So the artificial lighting of the base is indicating that, you know, it's time for daily activities at the moment. You walk around the base in the civilian section of where all of the people who were rescued from New York during the evacuation have made their homes. All around you, there's this, you know, you're used to it because you've grown most of your life here, but there's always something strange about the architecture. It's as if all of the buildings were made with this strange technology that wasn't really there in New York and isn't really there anywhere else. And people have just, you know, settled down in the buildings of the base, not necessarily even knowing what each of the buildings do, and just put their own things all around the place. So you're gonna see, like, you know, some people having like potted plants right outside of a window that also doubles as what's it called? Smoke evacuation. What's it called? Window. lot of things like this. All around you, you can what you see mostly is apart from the technology from the building, most people are moving around with First World War technology type stuff. So there are like some it's like there's old pistols. There's like steam engines for like most crude tasks that aren't already taken care of by the base, and yeah. Right, you make your way all the way to the military section of the base, and yeah, start. Okay. Yeah, you enter the this very large hangar, which has a lot of like empty containers and tactical cover to practice drills. You're currently the what's it called? The usual instructor is in quarantine, sick leave. So you are all greeted by General. Hold on, give me 1 second. General Gladius Costa himself, the adopted son of Finland Finger. Right. So he.
Sorry, it was glitching a little bit. Can you maybe repeat who we're meeting there?
Oh.
It was glitching out a little bit.
Yeah. This is General Gladius Costa. Can you all hear me? Okay. Okay,
I
cool.
can.
All right, perfect. So this is the person in charge of what is left of the resistance. He give me 1 second. All right. Walks up to your characters. And is going to say, "All right, everyone, got a lot on my plate. So, let's see. Let's divide you into 2 teams of fruit. Where the fuck is Akina?
We wanted to ask you that. Damn it.
We assumed he was here.
He took his gear when he left yesterday evening, and he's not been there since. We thought he slept somewhere and came here early, which is uncharacteristic, admittedly.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, sir.
All right. Give me. Just divide in a team of 3 and a team of 2. The team of 2, you're in charge of defending those crates from being taken by the other enemy team. Only use paintball ammunition. I'm gonna go take care
wonderful.
of this. All right. You see him heading to a platform, like this platform right here, and he gets close to a monitor, starts typing a little bit, and then you're going to hear his voice resonate throughout the entire base. Private Akina of the glitch section, team your team Delta. Please get your ass to training right now.
I think he's probably dead. Has to be.
Something like that.
Maybe not dead, but close to it at this point.
He's gonna show up with a massive hangover, isn't he?
Yes.
Damn it. Well, I don't want him on my team then. Fine.
Okay. So you're gonna have to be in the group of 3 then, if you want to be certain he's not gonna show up and be on your team.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
And let's take Claudius into the team of 3. And who wants to be the last one?
I'll be happily in the team of 2.
I'll join the team of 3 just so each team has a healer.
Oh, why not? Let's do that.
Right.
So it's Alistair and Cody, and then Claudius, me, and Alexander, is that?
Yep.
Nice.
Which figurine is Alistair?
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Alistair is the big, beefy armor person with a sword that's moving around.
I will go to him.
All right. So, you have the difficulty of coming up with the attack strategy. Now, I am going to ask everybody to roll a chaos roll. Chaos is representative of your character's ability to thrive in chaotic situation. It represents your initiative, but it also represents your perception and things like this. So, okay. Now, from the good vantage points that you have, Alexander and Mitya, you are going to spot a member of the council of the resistance coming up to the platform where Costa is tapping his foot and talking to him. And the general seems more and more frustrated, more and more in disbelief of the situation. And then he's gonna turn his gaze towards you and the exercise. Turn back to Michel Citra, who's the accountant for resistance. But by while this is all happening, the exercise is starting. So, do you keep your attention on what's happening with the general, or do you focus on the impending ambush?
So basically, the idea of the exercise is that we defend the crates against an attack. Is that it?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, fine. What do we have as gear?
You all have. You're all gonna have the primitive weapons from the book. Give me just 1 second. Right. Ranged weapons. Here we go. Okay. Hold on. Where are the? No, not grenades and missiles. I think they are in. Here we go. Solid projectile weapons. You all, you're basically given like the best gear that the resistance has. So all of you have autoguns. They are basically like what do you call that in English? Machine guns. Right. So
Okay.
so like higher tech than what the common soldier has. Here, I'll put the stats for the autogun in chat in case you want to put those on your character sheet. Cody and Alistair, how are you going to proceed with the attack?
I will give Alistair the chance to decide this technically, because he's militarily more proficient than I am. Follow your orders, Alistair.
Bean? I can see that you're talking on Discord, but your voice is not popping up. You might want to reconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the green circle of your voice, and you just unmuted yourself, but you're not making any sound. Did you like? Oh, right. Are you still using the audio program to avoid with the feedback? Because you might want to deactivate it. Well. Right, give me just, yeah.
No, we can't hear
No,
you.
we can't hear you.
No.
Sorry. Damn it. Discord problems.
Okay. Hello? Alright, okay, cool.
No, still no.
Alright, well, and 30 clip. Okay, cool. I think that's all of the important stats for this gun. Well, I'm gonna stop the recording for a second.
I think I found a problem.
Ah,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
we can hear you.
That's it.
Okay, cool. Never mind then. All right, we hear you. What's the strategy for taking the crates?
Grab it and run.
Okay.
Yes.
Me?
The great the you asked for the most chaotic character to come up with a plan. Now I have to point out.
Going to Leroy Jenkins this.
Yeah, making plans comes under the Cosmos rune, which is the opposite of the Chaos rune. So,
Oh no.
all right, everybody, you all have your initiative set up on your character sheet. Just click. Just click your character tokens first. That's an important part, and then roll the initiative button on your character sheet. You have to click your token so that it immediately puts it in the turn order thing. Yeah, like that. Good. And
Initiative, that's it.
all right, perfect. So Mitya, you are the first to act.
Yay.
And also, just Claudius is too busy observing what's happening with the general, so he's basically out of combat. All right, Mitya, do you want to take any particular actions? What?
Guys, quickly in between, if you talk as your character, your title and name should also pop up under the actual character if you select it. I don't know if you can see it for mine, but it's working for me at least. It's showing my character name under the token.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only for you though.
Oh.
It's the same for my character.
Yeah, you can select in the chat to speak as your character.
Oh, yeah.
If you select your, I don't even know if you have to select your token, but if you speak as your character, it should also display your character name under the token that it is. So it's probably easy to keep track of who is who.
Okay, like if you go to the bottom of the chat, right into the dice rolls, and you see as there's going to be your name, you can shift it to whatever character you control, and yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
You have to select your token first probably, and then just select whoever you're talking as. It should show the name under your character then.
All right.
Yeah, it's working for me at least.
So Mitya, how are you? Do you?
Well, basically, at the moment, we're standing near the crates, and because I'm the first to act, nothing's happened yet.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, can I sort of hold my turn,
You can.
to speak in usual terms?
Yeah, you absolutely can. The other aspects that you can do is there's an option for Overwatch, which basically puts you in a stance of you get ready to fire on anything that comes out.
Let's do that.
All right, cool.
Practice in this this hallway basically. Then
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's in this location. The what we.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question regarding this mission. Like, are we supposed to protect the crates or the contents of the crates?
The crates are empty for the purposes of training, so you're protecting the crates from being stolen.
Then I'll find a place. No, I'll put myself on the crates.
Okay.
You know, like just behind.
All right.
Are you on the team that's protecting the crates or stealing them?
You're stealing them.
We are the stealing crates.
That my plan is totally correct.
So I stand by on Overwatch, and I take cover behind the crate, basically.
Cool.
Let's do that.
So you're declaring a kill zone, a general area such as a corridor or a tree line that is within a 45 degree arc in the direction that you're facing, and you then specify if you're full auto, semi-auto, or suppressing fire. And at any time the specified condition is met of somebody walking through, before the start of your next turn, you can perform that attack. Which means this allows you to do multiple attacks. If the attack occurs at the same time as another character's action, the character with the higher chaos bonus acts first.
Okay.
Cool. You are in Overwatch, probably over the area that you saw them like get behind.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's
cool.
say that.
All right, Alistair. Oh yeah. By the way, are you in full auto burst, semi-auto burst, or suppressing fire?
What's suppressing fire?
Suppressing fire is it allows you to basically put to pin down enemies.
Let's do that then.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Is there a way to use like camouflage or stealth?
Yes, there is. That is going to be under the Void rune. Okay.
There we go. Nobody sees me in my metal armor.
All right. So that is.
Metal against metal.
Yeah, that's a 37, which means Idris, Mitya is going to have to roll chaos to spot Alistair sneaking his way towards the crate.
Okay, let's do that. Chaos.
Yeah, chaos is your perception. It's your ability to react in chaotic times, and you fail. So unfortunately. Wow. Alistair is able to move closer and closer to the crates. I feel like that's probably going to be your full movement to get to where you are, which means it's going to be Alexander's turn. Alexander, what?
I'm just hiding on the overhang now, I guess.
Hmm.
I'm just hiding under this overhang here, I guess.
Okay, you got it.
Alright, and I'm guarding the crates, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have my power sword out,
Okay.
and I guess, did you say Overwatch is pretty much like just watching and waiting for something to happen, and that's when you take your action?
Yes, but it has to be with a ranged weapon. So unfortunately, oh wait, no. Oh, and by the way, the power sword is part of the equipment that you get in the middle of the first scenario. So currently, you have your autogun.
I think I was an exception because I had the specific sword, right?
Sorry, what?
I already had a sword, right, due to the character background thingy.
Yeah, but that's part like that's the force sword, and you don't actually have it yet. You have the autogun at the moment. That's all the equipment that the resistance has. And all right, everybody gains 1 immersion point.
Okay.
Alright.
And isn't there a thing that our attributes having a bonus due to immersion points?
Yes. So it's already calculated automatically on your character sheet. If on your character sheet you have 10 points in the immersion, it gives you a +10 to all of your runes. Like you can see on your character sheet right now, chaos you have 46 because that's your baseline, but right next to it is the number that you actually rolled with. It's 56. So the longer you play, the longer a single session continues, and the more you've contributed to the universe, the higher your runes are. So, Alexander.
Nice.
Okay, so we got one person hiding,
Yeah.
and the other person has the other person on the team done anything yet? I'm still figuring out names and who's on which team.
So yeah, Cody is still hidden in the place where they were preparing the ambush. And if you want, you can go ahead and roll chaos to see if you've spotted Alistair getting closer.
Perfect. -13.
All right.
Dang.
So yeah, no, you also have not spotted him. So you can use Overwatch with your autogun, if you'd like.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll
Alright.
just keep an eye for the first person that pops up that appears to be a danger.
All right, Cody, it's your turn. You're still you're hidden exactly in the Overwatch space of 2 people. So what are you gonna do?
So, can I lean against the back wall of this door somewhere
Yeah.
and try to like shoot around the corner, just do suppressing fire and try to engage the others so that
Absolutely. All right.
I
So,
can get
so
this
you're behind cover for everything except your arm, which means you take you're considered to be armored for everything except your arm if your arm is hit. So everybody else has a higher initiative than you, which means they're gonna start to shoot you as your arm pops up before you shoot them. Okay, Mitya, go ahead and make a death roll. That's the rune aimed to shoot, main, hurt.
That's me.
All right. So you're doing suppress. Nice. Okay, you're doing suppressive fire. So that just used like 10 of your ammunitions because you're in full auto, and the stats for the autogun is 10 ammunition is spent every time that you're in full auto. Right.
We're in teams, right? Like, who is actually on my team? I am assuming the guy that was next to me upstairs, but is there anyone else
That's
on my
me. No, we're just us 2.
Okay, so all the other 4 are fair game, right?
I think currently it's only
Mitch-
these 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to look for the general though.
Like it's these 2, and then it's you 2 trying to get the crates. All right.
Just us 4.
So, all targets inside of the kill zone must make a test to avoid becoming pinned. So, it's going to be, Cody, it's going to be a death test for you to avoid getting pinned. It's at -20 because it's your ability to like not be to embrace the concept of death in battle and to come out of cover when you're being pinned by suppressing fire. So please make a death test, and the modifier is going to be -20.
Should I put that into this input value difficulty thing? This -20 in there?
Yes. Well, like when you click and the window pops up, yeah, you put -30 there, yeah.
-30 or -20?
-20.
Okay. -55.
Okay, so you are pinned. You hear the rattling of gunfire, and like you're kind of like going to move back. All right, and Mitya, you rolled a 10, which means the hit location. Oh, right, no, yeah, you hit a 10, which means that you're gonna get a nice hit location on whoever you're shooting. Give me just 1 second to figure out hit location. Okay. Where the hell is Sorry, still getting used to some aspects of this
No worries.
game. Alright. Combat actions, the attack. Here we go, hit locations. You hit the head, which means because he is behind cover and you're aiming with like paintball, you're actually not going to hit him at all. But if you had firing in full auto as you are now, you would have hit him with 4 bullets to the head. Yeah. Okay. And now, Theo, are you going to fire in full auto, semi-auto, or suppressing fire?
Say the option again. I didn't quite catch the word you said.
Yeah, full auto, semi-auto, or suppressing fire.
Let's do semi-auto.
Alright, in this case you're only going to be spending 3 of your bullets, and go ahead and make a death test. No, that's
Test. So.
yeah, death roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hey, that's a 4, that's a success. So you rolled a 45, which means it's 54 on the hit location, and 54 is the body, which means you do not hit him with the paintballs because he's behind cover for his body.
Yes.
All right.
Understandable.
But yeah, you both have him pinned, which means like his attempt to move and shoot at you is like you just dodge back into cover and just like try to not to get hit.
Best soldier.
All right, so that is your turn, Mitya. It's your turn again. Now this is very uncharacteristic of Alistair. You know that if he's still behind the same cover as Cody, and he hasn't done anything, it's something's wrong. Something's very wrong. So, what are you going to do?
I can't move. Can I move the crates? Like,
Yeah.
is that a thing
Yes.
that's possible?
Yes.
Okay. How heavy are they?
So they're metal. So they're pretty heavy, but they're completely empty. You think if you like put your back into it, you might be able to push them off of the platform that you are at. And if you want to actually carry them, you'd have to work with Alexander for both of you to like lift together and like get it up there.
No, I think I want to push just one of the crates off the
Off the edge.
like of the edge to sort of separate the two targets.
Okay.
We
You.
are stealing the crates, right? Like, where are we supposed to take them?
Just grab them and take them. Hey, let's say just like in this area right here. Okay, hold on.
Where?
What area?
This area. Wait. Yeah. No, I can't do that if I have the arrow thing. Right here.
Oh yeah, I see the arrow now.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is considered a success for us.
Yeah. Okay. So Mitya, what would be the roll to move a large crate? I'm gonna say. You're trying to preserve an object from potential destruction. You're trying to like move it to safety. So that is going to be a roll for creation.
Creation.
Yes.
Oh. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. You put yourself like against the crate, and you start to push. But between that and your desire to like be in cover and observe like the whole situation, you're unable to like make it move. That is half of your action.
Okay, then I start again. I try to spot Alistair then.
Okay. Go
For the
ahead.
rest of my action.
Go ahead and roll chaos. Alistair, can you roll void again, please?
Okay, I need to roll it again.
Yes. Ooh.
Aha.
I need to roll chaos.
You need to roll void. Void is your ability to like make yourself unseen. Oh no, Mitya, from your new vantage point of trying to push the crate, you are going to spot out of the corner of your eye movement in the platform beneath, and when you peer over, you recognize the black and blue of Alistair's uniform.
Shit. I sort of turn to Alexander and say like, look, he's fucking over there, and then I end my turn.
Okay, Alistair, you hear Mitya say that, and you believe you have been spotted. It's your turn. What do you do?
Leroy Jenkins! I run at them.
All right. So,
You do know that Leroy Jenkins died. That was the whole point of it.
right.
I don't care.
Okay. So this is a perfect moment to illustrate one of the important rules of Sens. Because it's a reference out of character, and because it took people out of the immersion for a second, you're actually going to lose 1 point of immersion. This
It's accurate for what I'm doing, though.
Yes, it is, but as in the documents that describe the setting, I specified that like all of culture that the Earth had was systematically like destroyed and eradicated by the Empire. All libraries burnt and things like this to make sure that like Earth kind of lost its sense of cultural identity. So you won't know who Leroy Jenkins is, but you can still shout it. You just lose a point of immersion for doing so. So yes, are you charging and attacking? Bean? Bean? Hello? Hello?
Damn it.
Okay. Well, did he? No, he's still connected. We can't hear you. Your mic might have dropped again. All right. We're just gonna wait while he tries to resolve this. And Alexander, what are you going to do on your turn?
If this fellow is going out in a blaze of glory, I'm gonna take that opportunity to try and get some shots in.
All right. And in this case, we're going to assume that like he is going to be within your range of fire when he finishes his actions. So I'm going to need you to roll for death, please. Full auto or half auto?
Let's go full auto.
All right.
He's going all in, I'm going all in.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay. Yes.
Sorry,
Okay.
Something came up for a moment. There was somebody at my door. I had to run to the door.
All right.
Oh.
You got it.
Did I miss anything important?
I'm
You're gonna
go-
get shot at.
I'm gonna say no because it hasn't happened yet. But you are getting hit for two attacks. Theo, did you put in the stats for the autogun on your character sheet?
I did mention I was running at them with my guns firing.
Got it. Got it. So you are. Are you trying to do suppressive fire?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna need you to roll for death. And Theo, I'll if you have the if you could put in the damage for the okay, cool. So Alistair,
Question: why is it always negative?
it's negative when you fail the action. It's positive when you succeed.
Is that the amount of which you failed by?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I failed by 45 points.
Exactly. Yeah. So suppressive fire. Your role is not to see whether you do pin your enemies. It's to see whether you do hit anybody who's within the area. So you do not hit anybody, but they are still going to have to avoid getting pinned. So I'm gonna need both Alexander and Mitya to roll death, basically. Your willingness to forego life to defend those crits under suppressive fire.
The entire goal of me was basically that I'm charging at them and getting closer as close as I can without, getting hit while in the open.
You got it. So you actively are successful in pushing Mitya. Like Mitya is getting pinned by your very brash volley of paintball, but Alexander is not. So you actually reach the crates just in time for Alexander to hit you. So that is 2 degrees of success, which means you would normally roll your damage twice since you're in full auto. Do you want to roll the damage, Theo?
Yes.
Okay, so
Roll twice.
yes. Oh yeah, that's perfect. All right. So if you had been firing with an actual weapon, you would have just taken 12 wounds out of Alistair's life points, and he has 20. So this means like this should give you an idea of how dangerous this system can be. You rolled a 1 and a 5 on d10s, and you rolled pretty low to hit Alistair, and you still would have shredded 3/4 of his life points.
Yeah, this system is probably broken, but it's actually sort of realistic.
Yeah, it's going for realistic, and so like you run in, and just as you're about to like catch the first crate, like you get shot multiple times by like those balls of color that just like spread throughout your uniform, and you've been hit. You're down. Alexander, it's your turn. You're your team's last hope, and
I basically behind the crate with low HP.
You didn't actually take HP damage, but because you got hit, you're out of the exercise.
Oh, I only need to get hit, not get down completely.
Well, like there isn't actually any damage being dealt by the paintballs. I was just making Theo roll the damage for an example of what the damage would be like in a real fight.
Okay, yeah, just checking how it was basically going. I mean, it's more a matter of when am I out of the
exercise. Yeah. All right. And okay, so Cody, you're your team's last hope.
Okay, so I want to run forward and lie down at the front of this this ledge.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use the moment to unleash my weapon at Alexander, shouting, "Sorry, Alexander," at the same time.
I'm
and
sorry.
I think I'm going to use... is there an advantage to using semi-automatic when I want to...
Okay, so semi-auto means you're saving your munitions, and since your semi-auto is free, it means you're only firing 3 bullets. This means the maximum number of hits you can do is 3, and but also you need to roll 40 for all 3 of the hits to work. Basically for every 20 you do an extra hit, whereas if you are firing full auto, it's for every 10 you do an extra hit. So yeah, you're for every 10 above 0 you do an extra hit. Okay,
so it's technically a little bit more accurate, I guess.
No, it's less accurate. Like you're less likely to hit with every bullet than you are if you were going full auto. But you're saving ammunition, and you are, the main advantage is basically just saving ammunition, being less likely to kill whoever you're shooting at, things like that.
I think at this moment I don't care about ammunition, so I will just go full auto.
Full auto. You go ahead. Roll for death. Nice. Okay,
Ooh.
that is 1 hit. Go ahead and roll the damage on your weapons profile.
That's the autogun.
Yes.
It's 1d10 plus 3.
Yes. Exactly. All right. So yeah, you would have
I
done.
get a 3.
Well, yeah. So you would have done 3 points of damage out of Theo's 22 wounds. Yeah. You basically like hit Alexander in the shoulder, downing him for the exercise. This means, Mitya, you are the last hope of your team, because Claudius is busy not taking part in the exercise.
How is can I see him? Is he in cover?
No, he is not. He is not in cover. He has, in fact, he is prone, which means you get. It's more difficult to hit him. I think it's a -20. I am checking right now, but he is within your sights.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take cover behind a crate for, in relative to the direction he is in, and I'm gonna fire while being in cover
Okay.
at him.
All right, you got it. Now, hold on. Oh, damn! I forgot about dodging because we were doing mostly suppressive fire. You are technically allowed to do 1 dodge or parry per turn. So, which means Theo, you might have been able to do that to save your life. Bean, you might have been able to do that to save your life. We're gonna start applying it now that I remember my own rule set. So Mitya, go ahead and roll death. You are at -10 because you're trying to hit somebody from a distance.
Okay, so I put in -10
Yeah.
in the bar.
Yeah. And that's still a hit. Are you going full auto?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 5 hits. Now, I'm gonna need Cody you to roll for life real quick to see if you are able to dodge those attacks. And I'll be right back.
Oh,
cannot.
I think you're gonna get it. So it's 5. Did he say 5? About the hits.
I think so, but I'm not 100% sure if I understand correctly how it works.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think that might be it because for you, Theo, you hit twice, and he had you roll 2 dice, isn't it? I will see.
Oh, okay, so you roll 1d10 per every bullet that hits?
I think. Well, we'll see when he comes back.
1d10 plus 3.
Yeah, so it's 1.
Oh, I'm so done. Negative 25 hit points.
I think you're gonna be soaked in pain.
Everyone, I left for half a minute, and the dog has moved in onto the chair. All right, Reptar.
Oh,
All right. Say hello to the internet, Reptar. Mwah.
Baby!
Huh?
Careful, his collar has her phone
Quality.
Oh yeah, don't worry. The camera isn't like the camera isn't good enough for the phone number to be visible. All right, cool. Yes. So you've rolled the damage. So
is that it? If it's 5 hits, I roll 5 times the damage.
yeah, you roll the damage 5 times. Yes. So you would have done basically 11, 17, 20.
28 in all.
28.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's enough.
Cody, you have 23 life points, which means you would be 5 points into critical on one of your locations. It's not deadly, but you would be starting to take like long-term wounds and long-term penalties from getting hit like this. Basically, you're prone. You're prone right now. So after unleashing a hail of fire on Alexander, Mitya moves from around the corner, shoots at you, and while yelling, and you basically get hit on the head multiple times. You get a little bit of paint in your mouth, and
Not bleeding. No, it's fine.
okay, yeah, and you are also down, Mitya. You have the exercise is over. As you've successfully defended the crates. There's a moment of pause before you hear the general's voice saying, "Hey, good work, everyone. Nice defense strategy. Alistair, I know you love being the target during target practice. You need to think of a strategy before you run in. Cody, when you're with Alistair, think of a strategy for him, please. I have some bad news, everyone. One of our underwater vehicles has gone missing. It's one of the fast and small ones.
So what you're telling us is that Akina has started the war against the Empire alone. Did he? I think that's what he did.
I'm gonna need all of you to come up to this platform because what I'm about to tell you is confidential information.
Shit sticks.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Follow him.
you head up to the platform, and the general greets you there, looking pissed.
Is there anybody else listening in on this conversation?
Michel Citra, the basically like the financial, like he's the accountant of the resistance. He's gonna be here for a few seconds, and then he's just gonna like excuse himself. General Costa looks at all of you and says, "All right, you might have noticed Akina started acting weird after his birthday, after all of your birthdays. He was on radio duty that day on the and he picked up a signal. He picked up a signal that started being emitted around the time all of you were born. It was coming from Iceland. It was a pretty powerful signal, and it wasn't any sort of encrypted message, but, well, he brought it to me. He said it couldn't be a coincidence that the signal was happening at a time, at a time that only resistance members know about, the moment of your birth. So, he demanded to be sent on a mission. I told him that it's not... We still don't have all of the equipment. Oh, everybody gets 1 point of immersion. We still don't have all of the equipment. We still don't have all of the... we're not prepared to fight the Empire. There's only 200 armed soldiers in this base. I told him it wasn't... We weren't ready. So, considering this could very much be a trap, I told him to keep the information for himself. He argued that the only people who knew about the date of your birth that are still out there are resistance members and potentially Soren Solipsis. She might have survived the fight against the quadrillas in New York. I think that's unlikely. I think it's, even if she did survive, there's a good chance she got captured by the Empire and that they got the information for the hour of your birth from torturing her. So I let things be as they are, but we've activated the tracker on the Sub-Zeros that was stolen, and you see him like typing on the computer, and it's this sort of like old vintage green screen with the green lines, and you can see basically like the position of the base, the position of Iceland, and there's a small dot heading making its way from one point to the other.
How fast is she moving?
It's one of our fastest Sub-Zeros, which means he's going to be there. We're not going to be able to stop him from getting there, but one of you might be able. Well, his radio didn't get deactivated. I know he doesn't respond well to authorities, so I'm not going to be the one to shout at him to get back. I would like one of you to volunteer to talk to this fool before he gets himself and the lot of us killed.
So
At this point, Simon, I add out just so I can get to work on time.
You got it.
I didn't want to miss this information. It was very exciting.
Yeah. Have a nice day, Theo. So Alexander is going to be out for the rest of today's game. So
y'all have fun. Catch me up on what happens. I'll talk to y'all later.
I'll put the recording on YouTube so that you can, if you want, you can watch like the rest of the game later in the week. Right.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
All right. So, which of you feels ready to talk someone out of a very deadly mission?
Well, can I address the general real quick?
Yep.
If we're trying to contact Akina right now and we don't have any way of bargaining with her about stopping what he's about doing, she's not going to stop. So I think when we call her, we need to say something that's definitely going to convince her.
Akina uses he, him pronouns.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'll give Team Delta a mission if you get him back.
That sounds like more work, though.
That sounds like what Akina wants.
Yeah.
That's a bargaining chip. If you're unhappy with being sent on a mission, we can have a talk about your discipline, Mitya.
No, sorry. I'm terribly sorry, sir. I was just wondering. It was a joke. Okay. So yeah.
Right. Good.
I'm kind of sick, so please excuse my lack of discipline.
It's okay. I'm used to it at this point. At least you're not stealing vehicles and running off on whatever. All right. Which of you wants to offer the bargaining chip?
Yeah.
Cody?
I can try it.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay. You like the general picks up a receiver. You hear him talk with someone for a few seconds. Say, yes, please patch me into Sub-Zeros the Valiant. Yes. All right. Here you go, Cody. Okay.
Pick up the phone.
All
and,
right.
Is there a loudspeaker mode?
No, there isn't. Well, actually, we're gonna say that there is for the convenience of everybody being able to like. Yeah, there's extra receivers for everybody to listen in on.
Okay.
So, you hear through the static The cheerful voice of Akina. Hey! It took you longer than I thought to get in touch with me. Hello? Anybody
Akina.
there?
Cody.
Hey!
Nice to hear your voice.
Hey,
The
Cody!
rest of the crew is also listening in.
Oh.
You know.
Okay. Have you told on me to the general yet?
Well, thing is that the situation probably developed differently than you thought, because it's on the general's behalf that we're trying to contact you right now.
Ah, yes. I see. Well, tell the general that he's welcome for me doing his job of continuing the work of his dad.
Tell him he's being a fuckface. Sorry, General, for the language, but that's legitimately how he's behaving. Like, tell him he's a fuckface.
Mitya wants to let you know that you're a fuckface, and also, I want to ask you if you have any further plans on how to continue with the mission that you're on. Do you really think doing that by yourself is a safe idea?
I've got a tracker, and no, if I thought it'd be safe, I wouldn't have bothered. Listen, we're supposed to be out there already. We're supposed to be fighting the Empire, tearing down the tyrant, killing the soldiers of evil or whatever. We've trained for danger. This is. Come on, you guys.
But the situation that we're in is a terribly well-calibrated machine, and
no, it's not. The general doesn't know what he's doing. Here, patch me to.
I agree. Nobody knows what they're doing.
Patch me to Alistair. Patch me to Alistair, please.
I will do that.
All right. Hey, Alistair.
What's up?
Okay. You know it's all fucking chaos, and like you're the one who keeps talking to me about chaos theory and how like there's no point in trying to make plans. It's not gonna work, right? Can you try to explain that to the general or to the others?
Well, if planning doesn't work out in the first place, then why spend so much time on it? Just do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you can see like the general is going to like he's kind of looking like he's done with everybody's shit, but he is glaring at the marks of paint on your uniform, Bean. On your uniform, Alistair. Sorry.
I look at the general and I ask him.
Actually wiping them away.
I look at the general and say, like, do you just so I know, do you have like any way to remotely deactivate stuff into the submarines? No.
No.
Damn it.
If we were the Empire, we would have this sort of tech, but we don't.
Yeah, that's tyranny for you.
Okay.
Walking up to the general with paint on his.
All right, but Alistair, just tell him we'll give him a mission if he comes back, and he won't get martial courted into oblivion.
Let's go! Adventure mission. Yes.
What? Okay, so that's Akina being confused by what you just said.
I'm just as confused as you are.
Okay, patch me to somebody who's not
He tries to explain to Alistair.
Let's just go on this mission and see how it goes.
You're coming? Nice! I'll see you there. And he hangs
No,
up.
wait, give me the.
Hey, you're not done talking yet. Come back here.
The general like grabs the handle and says, "Operator, can you patch me through again?" His radio's down.
So what's in it for us?
What do you mean? What's in it for you? If the Empire finds out where the base is, we're all gonna get executed. That's what's in it for you.
That's pretty good,
Yeah.
actually.
I was actually looking for some more fancy weapons. Don't you have like a sword? It doesn't have to be modern. Alistair's just trying to get like new goods.
Like
New toys to play with.
you've already been given like the best equipment in the base. But if you also want a sword, the general is going to say, go by the armory and get yourself a combat knife. You see him.
Slan, and I just stick out my hand to him.
What?
I just stick out my hand like I want to shake his hand.
Oh,
That's an agreement.
Deal.
fine. Like, yeah, he shakes your hand. You can tell that, like, in those trying times, you see him reaching up to his necklace and caressing the silver symbol that is there. You see it's this strange scythe shape held together by a hand by a skeletal hand that has extremely long fingers. This is the symbol of the religious group that worships Finland Finger as, you know, this immortal god of the resistance. And the general doesn't like touch it very often. You've seen him like do that when training events went terribly hard, or when there was like the possibility that your base might have been discovered by a spy or something. He turns to you and says, "All right, I'm sending you on a mission to retrieve Akina by force, if necessary. Iceland. Well, what's left of Iceland above the seawater is."
Oh, no.
It's basically a junkyard that the Empire has been using to dump all sort of waste, radioactive and chemical and otherwise. It's also where a lot of defunct cyborgs end up going, both industrial ones and the ex-military cyborgs. So, needless to say, with a population of underdogs, it's not the safest place to be. But none of the people there are very well. None of the cyborgs, at least, are very happy with the Empire. So, it's probably possible for you to make your way there without attracting too much attention, as long as Alistair doesn't charge in.
Well, you know that's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
While he's
Switch.
just talking there, Alistair is just grinning at him because he's had this hand full of paint from his armor that he's just shook.
Alright. Alistair, Mitya and Cody, I'm sending the three of you. I don't. Alexander and Claudius are going to be your. Claudius is going to be your driver. Alexander is going to stay in the Subzeris to provide an evacuation plan in case you get into trouble. Switch to live ammunition. Get all of the gear that you need and get started. I'm gonna contact the operator to get the Subzeris prepared for the five of you.
So we need to swing by the armory there.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Alright. Okay. Let's do that. How much time do we have until we leave with the submarine? And how long is the ride to Iceland?
It should be ready in half an hour. Try to hurry. Every second counts to catch up to Akina.
Let's do this.
Will we have can I use this half hour to kind of familiarize myself with the tech on the ship, so
Yes.
that I know what kind of things we could do to react to certain hazards, or if we could stay in contact with Akina, for example.
So so you are heading to the ship. You are taking the half hour that you have to look through the technology on the ships. So I'm going to need you to roll for Cosmos, and you get a plus 20 because you have a lot of time.
Oh yeah.
Alistair, I'm going to need you to roll Void to do what you were trying to do and to... Okay. So roll Void to try to smear the general's hand with paint.
Nice.
And you fail to do so. The general spots you. Cody, you get familiarized with the machine, with the Sub-Zeus that is given to you. Hold on. Sorry about that. So you are. So you're basically being given like one of the fastest ships of the rebel fleet, but it also means that you don't have any weapons. There's a tracker on there. There's very good maneuverability, and like it can, but it's not a very large ship. It can't go into like the depths very far. It is stealthy, so you're probably not going to show up on enemy radars. As far as you know, the Empire doesn't even use radars anymore. They since the military has access to screens that show them the inside of the shadow world of Cosmo and Rebuff, so they can just like since they rely on that equipment, they won't they usually won't spot you glitches driving a
How large is the vessel? Roughly?
It's enough for the 5 of you to sit in. Imagine the Phantom Menace Gungan ship that they used to like get to from the Water City to the where the Amidala is, but just a bit larger so that everybody can fit in.
Nice. Okay.
Cool.
That's cool.
All right. So you didn't go by the armory, which means Cody, unless somebody brings them to you, you still have the paint ammunitions in your gun.
That makes sense. My character would do that probably.
Yeah.
You have the you did already have your medical equipment for training in case somebody got like paint in their eye or something. So you're already equipped with that anyways. Okay. What are the other two going to do during the prep time?
Want to swing by the armory, Alistair?
Free goodies and more toys. Always.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay. So you reach the armory, which is being guarded by this stocky soldier. You only know her as the lieutenant, and she's an older woman. She has scars from the battle in New York. Her arm got blown off by a quadrilla's like lightning attack. You get to the lieutenant. She sees you two arriving and says, "I got the call from the operator. So live ammo and a knife or a sword. If is that it?
It's 2 swords.
Two swords. Got it. She turns around and like picks up swords from the back. You like they're in very different styles. One of them is this like broadsword, and the other one is it looks more like a katana. She puts them like on the desk between on the desk between the that stands between you and says, "Those are not toys." And gosh, you're going on the first mission in 24 years. You better be fucking careful and come back alive.
Yeah, I will try.
Okay, which
And
one?
I take both, and I look at Alistair, and I just go, which one do you want? Alistair?
Yeah?
Do you want the katana, or do you want the broadsword?
Did you say broadsword?
Yeah.
Give me that one. Let me smash
What?
something.
Sorry?
Mm-hmm.
Let me smash something with it. I don't need that katana, I'd only cut something.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, take the broadsword then.
All right. Do you want to try it right away?
Yes.
Okay. There is so around you you can see the wall, the desk of the armory. You can see your friend Mitya, and there's also like a crate to the side that's used for transportation for to bring rice into the base from the places where the resistance has like black market operations. So, what are you going to attack?
Can you repeat it for 1 second?
Okay, there's a crate that has markings on it indicating it's used to transport rice to the base. There's walls around you. There's the desk of the armory. There's your friend Mitya. And yeah, that's about it for the things you could attack within range right now.
I'm just staring at Mitya for a moment, and then I eventually swing my sword at the wall, just to see if it can...
The box? Okay, cool. Roll for Void. You are destroying an object, so it's not a usual attack roll. It's a roll with Void. And you slice it in two, smashing bits of wood kind of everywhere. It was empty enough that only a little bit of the rice pours out. But yeah, you are doing some pretty destructive. That was some pretty destructive attack. So the damage is going to be 1d. Hold on, I'll just write it down for you all. 1d10 plus 3 rending damage. And penetration of 2, and with melee weapons you actually add your death bonus to the damage, which means if your death is 50, you add plus 5 to the damage of melee weapons. That's only on melee weapons.
Okay.
I have that the trait, right, for like the melee weapons. I have that bonus trait thing for melee weapons, right? The future or trait or something for my character.
Wait. Which can you read that from your character sheets?
Let me check for a moment. I thought I had something for the melee. Oh, I'm zooming in.
So you have the bolter mastery to use bolt weapons, and
Just that one.
yeah. Oh.
I do have a sword. I don't think I have the specialty. It's only for the bolter weapons. Then.
Yes, but the sword that you do have is exactly the stats for the sword that you have in your hands, so that's good. I am going to modify the damage to represent that you have to represent your death modifier being counted in there. So you do 1d10 plus 6.
I think the only reason I picked the sword instead of the knife thing in the first place was because it was silent or something.
Silent, yeah.
And it had like a small difference in damage output, I think, but that was about it. So it's pretty much the same, but that's the one I get later, right?
Yeah, basically like it's gonna be the same that you would get later down in today's scenario. Okay, you also get live ammunition for your entire squad, which means you're each going to you're gonna have a total of 10 ammo packs for like your team, because you've got 5 people, but since only 3 of you are going in the field, you're actually going to get a few more. So I'm gonna let you redistribute them when you meet up with Cody. And you still have a little bit of time if you run to the base to do a little bit more before the Sub-Zerus is ready and completely fueled up. So, are you going to do anything other than that prep?
Is there a way to like raise your stats in something for like skill or something?
So
I just noticed.
you can
I just noticed some of my stats seem a little bit lower than normal, but I think you adjusted those.
Yeah, I adjusted all of the stats. Your stats are like they look normal to me. The more immersion you get, the more bonuses you get in all of your stats, and after every mission, you're gonna be able to get 5 more points to distribute in your runes. So.
Okay, yeah, I was just looking at them. I was just staring, like, which is it like points going down from like maximum or something? But that's the bonus being ethical to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So you reach the Sub-Zerus. You give a few ammo packs to Cody, and
You guys.
Hmm?
What
Hey.
took you so long?
Well, yeah, there was this whole thing with the sword. Don't ask.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You're also all given the best armor that the resistance has to provide, which means you can all write that you have 4 points of armor on your character sheet. It's in the armor AP section. And the last thing is you find the council member Michel Citra there, like near the Sub-Zerus, basically just like looking through like pages from different folders, putting something together real quick, and just like here, he's about to hand it to Alistair, and then he corrects himself and he hands it to Cody. This is all the info we have. This is all of the info that we have on Iceland. If you want to read up on it.
That's very interesting. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm speaking over the shoulder, trying to.
Hmm.
I'm speaking over the shoulder, trying to read along with it.
Okay. All right. So you can start to skim through the file. Claudius gets behind the wheel, and you all embark on the mission. You plunge into the depths, the icy depths near the South Pole, and you start heading. Sorry, North Pole, and you start heading south towards Iceland.
Claudius, don't touch any buttons.
Yeah.
Stuff.
What's this button?
Yeah, I'm driving. Of course, I need to touch some buttons.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Does this thing have a radio?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna be singing along with the radio, I guess. I'm messing with the.
Not that kind of radio.
I'm
Come,
just gonna be messing with the channel without singing along.
Okay. You can, in fact, tap into some of the Imperial radio, and you.
Yeah, pretty much doing that.
Okay, cool. You are going to get music coming all the way from Luna. Reaches the depths of your Sub-Zerus, and yeah, it's we can say that it's the music that's playing right now. Yeah, it's kind of soothing. Okay,
Yeah, I can hear the music.
Music from the moon, guys.
it's music that's in Roll20. If you can't hear it, there might be a problem with your connection.
I can hear it, so
Okay.
it's just really soft, so you need to pay attention to it.
Yeah, you can change the level of the master volume for your by going in the settings if you want to hear the music better. Everybody gets 1 point of immersion, and you make your way towards Iceland. Anybody? Okay, yeah. What are you going to do during the 4 hours of the trip there?
I would like to go through the stack of informations about Iceland and relate
Yeah,
the
me
most
too.
important.
Okay.
That's okay. You can also
I'm
share.
just gonna sharpen the sword.
All right. So both of you can roll. Both of you can roll Cosmo with a +10, thanks to the. Okay. Cool. So yeah, there's a lot of information, and a lot of it is like not that useful. So you don't actually get to.
I get the +10 on this as well, right? Still.
But you're sharpening your sword. You're not looking at the file, so you don't roll Cosmos.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, you go through all of the details. It's like there's a lot of like details on the wildlife that's supposed to still be there, the different shipments that got dumped there by the Empire, things like this. You're left with like a lot of like theoretical data knowledge of the place, but not like an idea of what the terrain is going to look like or things like this. Alright, so this is just before the start of the mission, so it is customary in this game to decide on a team leader to establish the team's cohesion, which is going to be give access to some to some like group tactics. So whoever the team leader is, I might suggest that whoever is most familiar with Deathwatch, or who has the book available to have a look at the tactics, go as team leader. But yeah, is there anybody who'd like to take on that role for today?
I've actually never played Deathwatch or anything, so.
Okay.
But I only saw the videos about the game. I don't actually know the game, so it's pretty much.
All right. No worries. Yeah. Anybody?
Thanks for me.
Which one of you would make most sense to take on the leading role for this mission?
I suggest it's Mitya.
Okay.
Because he's a little bit smarter than Alistair, but he also knows more about like combat situations and things like this.
I could do it, yeah. I think I can find the book too.
Okay.
As a note of character thing.
Yeah. You got it. All right. Your rank is 1, so you don't get cohesion bonus. So your total cohesion is going to be your current Cosmo modifier. Mitya, what's your Cosmo modifier at the moment? A bonus, Cosmo bonus.
So
the 10s.
my Cosmo, including
Yes.
the immersion points, is 37.
Yeah. So you have 3 points of cohesion that you can spend. And basically like there's different like strategic moves, like you can order everybody to charge and it gives them like an extra charge and an extra attack in a single turn, or you can tell everybody to like retreat strategically. You spend those cohesion points and it makes your team more efficient, either during the rest of the mission or during a single turn, depending on like the strategy in question. So you can defer to me, and just like if at any point you want to spend those 3 cohesion points, let me know, and I'll look for something that matches what you're trying to describe. Got it?
Nice.
All right.
Let's
perfect.
do that.
Perfect. Write down you have cohesion somewhere on your character sheets. You probably want to go into like the bio and info or something. Okay. All right. So you you drive for a few hours. At some point you have to stop the Sub-Zeris and emerge to the surface in order to replenish the oxygen by opening the hatch. And you are able to get your first sighting of the sky outside that you have seen in a very long time. Looking around, you can see there's the perpetual cover of dark clouds that has been enveloping Earth for the duration of the War of the Immortals. You know that like the Emperor did something to the atmosphere. You don't know all of the details, but the light of the sun is only visible in some rare places like Sydney. Above you, you can see the firestorms, as they are known, just like coursing through the clouds. They're basically sort of lightning bolts that leave behind trails of fire for a few minutes before being fully extinguished. And in the distance, you can see this gigantic pile of containers and rubble. That is the tip of land left above the surface of Iceland.
Wow.
Just dead.
Okay, so you are going to park the Subzeris. Okay, so I'm gonna have Claudius park the Subzeris in a spot that's kind of well hidden, where he can stay hidden, and I'm gonna put on a little bit more stressful music. All right, here we go.
Can we maybe call Akina before we leave the ship?
His radio is inside of his own Subzeris, and you're actually able to track it and find it abandoned to the side of where you're parking, hidden like basically like inside of a half submerged red cargo container.
Damn
Just
it.
for reference, how large are we scaled on this map?
Oh, sorry. Usually you can use the railing for places to see like how large you're supposed to be. So yeah, it's gonna be this large. And he's not around. Okay, so what do you do?
So basically, we had a tracker on the Subzeris, so
Yes.
we have no information on where it is right now.
That is somewhat correct. You are equipped though with the radio, and strangely enough, the signal that Akina had picked up on your birthday is still being emitted. You are able to like triangulate it somewhat and find that it is coming from the center of the island, slightly underground, and towards like the middle of the mountain of rubble. Yeah, so that's.
So this is like a smaller island outside of Iceland?
No, this is the only part of Iceland that is still above the water.
Oh.
Yeah, but it
And
is.
it's a big pile of rubble.
Yeah,
Basically.
basically.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep a lookout while we're travel for anything that might be interesting or.
Okay, roll for chaos to spot interesting things. I'm gonna give you a +20 because there's lots of interesting things that are not necessarily hiding. All right,
So 24.
Yeah, you look around the platform where you've landed, and you can see there's a few things. There's a few humanoids that have mechanical body parts scuttling around the place. Some of them seem to have notice the arrival of newcomers. Some are just going about their daily business of scavenging through the rubble, trying to find food or batteries to sustain themselves. In the distance, you see an Imperial ship dumping dumping whatever it's containing onto part of the island, and many of those cyborgs just rushing in to be the first to get their pick from the crumbs left by the Empire. You do feel like you might attract a little bit of attention, since you do not have any mechanical parts on yourselves, but...
Yeah, I'm still covered in this armor, basically.
Okay.
So basically, I am supposed to be covered in sort of metal-ish looking armor, or like metal plates. Or don't I have the armor yet?
You have an armor that gives you 4 points. It's flak armor, which is going to be like a bulletproof vest kind of defense. So you don't all.
Does it come with a helmet?
Basically?
Huh? So
yes.
Do they see we're human or just you?
Yeah, you can try to pass yourself as a cyborg, but it will require you to make a void roll for deception if you come into contact with people to like make it believable.
Should we maybe check on Akina's ship first?
Well, I guess I'm a robot now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I follow Cody. I agree. I think we should go to Akina's ship.
All right.
I'm just gonna keep on looking out for things and seeing if there's anything interesting while we travel, but I pretend I'm a robot with my armor, basically. So
Okay.
I make sort of static movements.
You got it. All right. And you're going to head. You said you were heading inland, right?
Well, I was assuming that we want to check at the.
Sorry.
Vessel for a bit.
Do we want to chase after the rest to see what just got dumped off the ship? Because everything else seems to be robotic, and there might be stuff that we would use that the robots are not in.
You're right. Let's do that.
Okay. So you start to head along the coast towards where there was something was dropped. You start getting closer and closer, and are you trying to be discreet as a team?
Yeah, we should. We definitely should be really discreet and keep a lookout for Empire, eyes.
Basically, I'm just still pretending to be one of the robots and just be interested in the robot that comes.
All right. So Alistair is not going to be particularly stealthy, but you are. It's still a void roll to pretend to be something that you're not. To put up appearances to cover like that. There is nothing behind it. So that's why it's a void roll. So everybody roll for void to either represent how discreet you are, or to represent how good you are at pretending to be something you're not. Okay, that's a success for everyone.
Nice.
Yeah, like it was close call for Cody, but yeah, everybody got a pretty nice success. So yeah, you Cody and Mitya, you find a lot of cover moving around, and Alistair does not really stand out in this odd crowd. So you make your.
In the first part, I'm probably behaving the same way as most of the robots. I'm just interested in the rubble.
Yeah, you got it. You reach the place where the transport ship just dumped stuff. Not spotting any Imperial agent on the way there. It's most like the closest thing that you see is going to be like one of the cyborgs. Seems to be a military cyborg with leftovers of an officer's uniform, but like apparently from a long time ago, and somewhat mismatched with how bulky he is. So you reach the the place of the drop, and you find that the cyborgs are already tearing through crates and containers that have inside of them pill bottles. It seems that a stock of medicine just got dumped on this place. The different cyborgs seem to be having a very different approach to this. Some of them are looting it and bringing it with them. Some of them are, you spot one of them who's got this cybernetic eye, who's like speed reading all of the packaging and selecting some that she seems to think are going to be more worthwhile than the others. And then you have this this like very big cyborg with two huge mechanical arms that would be used to like lift heavy stuff in an industrial setting. That's just pouring them into his mouth with reckless abandon. Yeah.
Can I just grab a bottle or two and just look at them after?
Yeah.
Perhaps just judging the reactions of everybody else and see if there's something somebody else seems interested in, just grab it and see if they want to trade something as well, or just like get on their good side.
There's like the ship basically just like flew over this part of the island and dropped like multiple crates that are spread out enough that you can easily find one that hasn't been claimed by anyone just yet. Yeah.
Then perhaps we should just, as a group, rush there and just break it open. Just sort of surround it and pay attention to everything else first.
Yeah, why not? Let's do that.
I'm still going for like one or two of the pill bottles just in case something else seems interested, and see if I can keep them as a bargain chip if in case.
All right, everybody.
Does the cyborg,
Sorry.
Does the cyborg scavenging look coordinated, or are they all just like?
Okay, so there's a group of them that seems organized. All of them carrying weapons, making their way from one crate to the other, and as soon as they get close to one of the crates, all of the other cyborgs just split. But they're still quite some ways away from where you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm gonna need whoever is looking for pills in the box to make a Cosmos check to find something worthwhile.
I'm just gonna grab some and not care what.
Okay, I'm gonna, in this case, I'm gonna need you to roll. Yeah, no, you don't. You get a lot of placebo pills. Okay, Cody, you're the medical officer. Do you want to also have a look?
Yes, unfortunately, I rolled a -3.
Oh right, that was your roll. Okay, sorry. I would have made you roll life instead because you're is your life score higher than your Cosmos?
No, my Cosmos score is higher.
Oh, okay. In this case, yeah, you find placebo pills. Alistair, do you want to roll? Do you want to roll life or Cosmos to find some important medication? Like, I know you're just grabbing stuff.
Bottles that seem sort of smaller than the rest, not bulk, but like just something smaller.
You
Do I need to roll Cosmos and life, or one of them?
Just one of them, whichever you prefer. Alright, 28. You're going to find 2 doses of pain suppressants.
I mean, I was just going for the smaller bottles that seemed important without actually looking at what was in them. And I'm guessing
some of the things that you pick up are 2 doses of pain suppressants. You can write. You can write them down in your character sheet. Yeah.
Can I just sort of saunter over to the next cyborg, like while they're
Mm-hmm.
going through the crate, to someone that's looting another crate,
Yeah.
and just address them, like approach and say, "Hey, hello."
So you see, like, what you at first believe to be a helmet turns around in your direction, and you come face to face with. Give me 1 second. This creature. It is in fact not a helmet, but rather a TV for a face, adorning this bright, goofy smile. The mechanical voice comes from the inside of the apparatus and says, "Hey, what do you want?"
Hey, I'm looking for someone. Can you help me?
Yes,
What is he looking
for a price.
What's the price?
What do you have? That's a nice weapon you've got there.
Looking for what?
Do you have ammo for it?
I don't have ammo, but I've got a katana. Do you want a katana? If you find the person I'm looking for, I give you.
Who is bargaining with who?
Sure.
Right now?
Yes, sounds good. Katana.
I'm bargaining with one of the cyborgs. Okay, look. I'll give you this if you can actually help me find him. If you can't help me find him,
Hey, I've got a group. I've got some buddies. We're good at finding things. That's
those
all there
you-
is to do here.
are those your group? I show him, like, I point at him and the armed guys.
Oh no, those are the wreckers. I'm part of the full deck group.
The full deck.
Yes,
Deck.
deck.
Yeah. Okay. That's funny, but it's silly. I'm sorry. So the full deck. Okay, so you've got gangs or something like that. Is that it? Basically, you've got groups amongst you?
Listen, you can call it gangs, you can call it groups, you can. I prefer the term neighborhood watch.
Neighborhood watch. Okay, I see.
Yes, it's much more civilized. By the way, like, he completely dropped the mechanical voice after talking to you for like 2 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
I sort of point at the two other guys and I go, okay, so that's my neighborhood watch,
Okay.
and we're looking for one of our neighbors.
All right.
Is it possible that you've seen another stranger, you know, in the last, I don't know, 2 hours?
There was a shootout near the mountain of metal.
Is the mountain of metal in the direction of the signal?
Of the what?
Of the signal? I'm sorry,
Yes,
that's
yes,
me.
yes. Yeah. It is
signal
it is in the direction of the signal. Yes.
Okay, so what's your name?
I'm Ched. What's yours?
I'm Mitya.
Okay. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you, Mitya.
Yeah, I know. Damn it. Okay. Will you come with me to my associates so we can talk this over?
Sure. Can I? Listen. You're new around here. I haven't met you before. It's not that I don't trust you, but can I have the katana first?
Okay. We're gonna do something simple. I'm gonna give you the katana.
Yeah.
No, you're just gonna run with the katana. Don't take me for a fool. Come on.
Hey,
And I leave.
hey, full deck's honor, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not from here, so that has literally no value to me. Come with me to my associates, and I leave and I go to the
Okay.
other guy.
Roll creation to bargain with this person and try to get him to do what you want.
Oh,
Damn it.
Alistair's meanwhile just looking for that crate that got dropped that nobody had noticed.
That's the one you were at. That's the one you got the pain suppressants from. Yeah, you're not inspiring enough trust to create a firm bond with Ched. Yeah, he doesn't trust you enough to come close to the three of you at the same time.
Yeah, okay, I understand.
I'm gonna walk off a little bit in the distance and keep investigating for items.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Chet from the distance, and I'm gonna give him a smile and wave my hand,
all right.
and make sure my weapon is tucked and looks like I'm not
Yeah.
grabbing it.
Roll for creation to look harmless. No. Cody, roll for creation, please.
Yeah.
Hey.
Are we at like a bridge or something?
Yeah, you're basically like you're towards the edge of this like large encampment, and like the bridge is already down. It's pretty much accessible by everyone. So Cody, you are in fact looking very harmless. So like after like tilting his head a couple of times, Ched is going to say, okay, listen, your mates don't look that dangerous. I'm gonna come, but I have multiple grenades on me, and I will pull a pin and blow us all to pieces if you try anything funny, okay? No sex stuff. No stealing anything from me, and I get my katana at the end, or this is gonna blow up in your face.
Chad, let me tell you something. If we're stupid enough to try something with you, please blow us up. Come with me now.
All right.
I just give a thumbs up.
Okay.
And when I arrive at Cody, I said, okay, that's Chad. He is going to help us find the Kina for the price of a katana. And Alistair has got to keep the chill on and not try anything with this motherfucker. Otherwise, we're all dead.
I am totally just gonna try and find a bargain for those pills.
You're gonna try to find what now?
I'm basically gonna walk around the encampment. I mean, there's like just people from this group. I'm just gonna walk around and see if there's anything interesting and somebody that might have something for sale or trade.
Right. All right. So you start to head towards the encampment. That's also where Ched was going to lead you, anyways.
Yeah, I'm basically just walking somewhere sidelong with them.
All right. So, as you make your way through what's is essentially like this giant metal shantytown, I'm gonna need you to roll for chaos to spot if there's anything to trade that looks like it's of value to you. Okay, so you are going to notice, in fact, that there is a place that looks like a shop to the side, which has. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna add your characters there, and here we go. Yeah, that seems to be in the business of trading food stuff, but also weapons magazines and things like this. All right, give me 1 second, and I'll move you there. There's a bright, there's a brightly lit wooden sign that's lit only by like light bulbs on one side of the sign, and the sign says junk.
That sounds like a place that we could find something that might have been overlooked as important.
Yeah, this place, that's my crew's hangout.
And it's called junk, or is that what you sell?
Yes, it's what we sell.
Oh.
But it's also like it's also the name of the place in case you want to listen. Listen, we're not people of culture here. We're not. Come on, you think I've got a TV for a head because because I made smart decisions in my life? No, of course the place is gonna be called junk. Hey, Zach, we got visitors.
So wait a second. Remind me the name of your group.
The full deck. Gang.
So you're the full deck, and your place is called junk. I mean, come on. You're trying to make a pun out of this.
Okay, so give me 1 second. The game master is kind of clueless at the very moment. I called this place junk because it's what the map, the isometric map is, and the full deck gang is the name that the artist gave to the images for the group that I'm using as NPCs. So my understanding of English might be limiting me right here, but is it just a sexual innuendo that you're?
No, basically it's that. Yeah, full deck sounds like full dick.
Yeah, that's okay.
And junk is,
Yeah,
you know.
got it.
You lose a point of immersion.
That's missing a shot, man.
No, that doesn't make you lose a point of immersion. But Ched runs over to his mate Zach, and you see them like talking real quick. This is what Zach looks like.
Yeah, nice.
Right. And like you can see like talk, but all that you're hearing is like beeps when they're communicating with each other. It seems that they're using some sort of robot binary language, and like both of them like nod at the same time, and Ched turns back to you and says, "All right, cool. Yeah, this person you're looking for is he had a machine gun like yours, right?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's the idiot who picked up people picked up a fight with him to get the machine gun. Apparently he got wounded. There's a trail of blood leading to the mountain of metal where he went to bleed to death. So.
Oh. And who picked a fight with him? Do we know that?
I think the Harpies? I think it's the Harpies.
Okay. Can you explain?
Of your neighborhood watch groups?
Yeah. Yeah.
And do we have any way to recognize who the Harpies are and just avoid them?
They usually like paint a lot of them paint like wings on their gear, but they're not always wearing sometimes they try to go undercover. All right, now, and when they shout now, you have two other people coming out from.
I shoot him.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna have everybody roll for initiative. I am going to assume that you were still like not trusting enough of these people that you hold on.
Totally planning on just walking into the cab. That's why I dragged my character down, looking at the stuff they had.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was already
Cool.
to be friends with them.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that you weren't like at ease and that you were still being vigilant. So I'm allowing everybody to roll for initiative as if you were not surprised by the ambush. So click your character token and then roll for initiative.
I'm just basically investigating all the stuff that they have for sale, as well as checking all the people out that I pass while doing it.
You got? All right. Oh, so the other two that show up are this lovely person called Slice and the cyborg with extra mechanical arms and guns coming out of it called Ace. Right.
I was so ready to be friends with them.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
The one that would start the fight, but no.
All right. Initiative. And let's do this. Okay, cool. So, thanks to the fact that y'all have military training and they don't, you're all able to act before they do. But yeah, they're coming out of cover and getting ready to shoot you. Alistair, you are the first to react. What do you do?
So where are they located?
Well, wait. Like you can see them. You can see them on the map. They've got. Do you see their names? Do you see their names beneath their?
I'm still the only one with a name.
Okay, hold on. It might
No,
be
I can't
in.
see no
Can
names
these
at all.
guys see me actually, since I'm all the way over here at the corner?
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it says show nameplate. Okay. Well, I can just point to them with this tool to help you out. All right. So this is Ched. This is Zach, and Ace and Slice. So Ace and Slice just popped up from behind cover and are getting ready to attack you. Slice only seems to have a melee weapon.
Are neutral?
Huh?
Or are they on the same side?
They're all acting together. You can see from the look of their armors that they all have card patterns on their armors.
And who fired first again?
They're about to fire, but you react before they start shooting.
Can I just rush the first guy and use him as a hostage with my blade while I use my weapon to fire at the other one?
Hold on. You want to rush at the closest one, which is Ched, and then do what?
Just gonna shoot, I guess, this one at the entrance of this place.
Okay.
But they both didn't attack us. The other ones.
They're the ones attacking, right?
Yeah, no, like Cody, they're all part of the same gang, and like Zach and Ched also drew their weapons ready to like shoot you. Okay, so
I'm just going for the guys that got us into this mess in the first place. So I'm going at this one with my sword.
okay,
And just
in this case, you make.
him.
Alright, you make a charge attack, which gives you a +20 to your death, but it is a full action. Unless you have the talent, which you're going to get later down in the game, you can't attack with your sword and then fire with a ranged weapon. So, I'm going to need you to make a death roll at +20. And meanwhile, Ched is going to use his one dodge to try to not die from that.
Well, that's 36.
Alright, cool. That is a success. And there's no extra difficulty. And you are going to hit me. Go ahead and roll your damage. 1d10 plus 6, penetration 2 to...
Where is that from the sword, I guess? The sword, I guess.
Yeah, from the sword, yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to find which one I am supposed to click.
Oh, it's damage. Yeah, it's right after tearing. Here you go, 14 points of damage. Very good. Okay, and penetration 2, which means I take 12 points of damage. All right. Yeah, you. You use your sword and you're basically just going to whack Ched inside of like on his TV face, basically causing it to start glitching. Huh?
I'm just trying to smash his face in and make
Yeah.
him like unable to actually fight.
It's more resistant than you were expecting, and he is trying to move to like make your blows less efficient. But yeah, you hit him pretty good. And that's it for your turn, Mitcha.
I'm gonna do exactly the same. Charge attack onto him.
Okay, you're charging. Are you charging the same one?
Yeah, the same one, Ched.
Okay, cool. So you charge Ched, which means you are. He's not even going to be able to dodge because you can only try. 1 defense per turn.
Do we have flanking here, by the way, in this game?
No, I don't think so. Oh shit. Yeah, you don't have flanking.
So I roll death.
Yeah, you just roll death. If you charged, which makes it a full action, you get a plus 20 modifier.
Let's do this.
Nice. Okay. So how much you succeed by does not impact how much damage you do in this. So you're going to roll and do 1d10 damage plus 3 plus your death bonus.
Which is 5. 6 at the moment.
Yeah, in this case, on your character sheet, you should have where you put the katana. It's going to be 1d10 plus 9, and go ahead and click the dice next to tearing, please.
That's it.
Okay. Okay, penetration 2, which means I take 17. Okay, wait, hold on. That was... Yes, I took 9, okay. I took 9, and this is rending damage, which means I'm very probably dead, but there's special effects that are happening. So, okay. Can you tell me what the rolls that you made for the what the dice roll was for your attack, please?
57.
57.
Hover your mouse above the number and see how it was rolled.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think he knows how to do that. So 57, which means you hit the right leg. Right leg with rending damage is going to be with 9 critical, because you went 9 over his life points. Right. Rending.
Also,
Alright, here we go.
Critical hits work in this case? Does that double the damage or something?
No, you basically, once you've spent all of your life points, every extra damage puts you somewhere on the critical charts, and the critical charts have negative consequences for you. If you're 10 points or 9 into the critical chart, you're usually dead. So yeah.
I just meant the natural success roll, like the green box or the red.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so that usually also does. If you roll a 10 on the damage, we're using the rules for Black Crusade. That would be another critical. That would be a 1d5. So actually, thank you for reminding me of this. Idris, can you roll on your character sheet next to the what's it called? Next to the sword, there's also another button next to the criticals. Can you roll that one for me, please?
Yep.
Okay.
On my way.
So, with a meaty chop, the leg comes away at the hip. The target pitches to the ground, howling in agony before dying moments later. All right, and the critical of 4 would also have caused him to be to be much less fast and get 2 levels of fatigue. So it doesn't have consequences on you or on other people, which means, yeah, basically you've just killed Chad.
That's your katana.
All right, Cody, it's your turn. You know that they're about to react. You're the medical person here. What do you do?
Seeing Chet going down like this and myself being quite exposed, I want to run as far as I can close to them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's good.
And I would like to search Chet's body for the grenades that he was talking about.
Yeah,
and if I can find one...
He dropped one, yes.
Great.
That was exactly why I wanted to rush him fast.
Just give me one just in case. I mean,
yeah, he did drop a grenade. You do not know the grenade stats, but you are able to pick up a grenade. So running was a.
Can I look at everybody else first before I throw it and be like, do you think we're gonna attract a lot of other attention in this place?
Sorry, Boone, we don't hear you well right now.
He said, do you think we're going to draw more attention by doing this?
Oh yeah, but do it.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'll do it.
picking it up is going to be a reaction, which means you can't dodge this turn. Running with a half move is half an action, and throwing the grenade is going to be another half action, which means you are... Okay, who do you throw it... who's your target?
I would like to throw it at this guy, which is Slice, I think, right?
Alright, so you are throwing it at Slice. Go ahead and make a death roll. If you miss, the grenade is still gonna go off, but it's going to go... But it's going to... you're either going to limp it, throw it too far, or throw it to the side.
Okay, let's go. Oh god.
Alright, okay. Let's read the rules for grenades.
That's not good.
I'm sorry, guys.
That had to be done.
Okay.
Somebody else should have really thrown that grenade.
Okay.
We're all bunched up right next to
Yeah, you are. This is lovely.
end of the campaign, 3 deaths.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Right
when flinging a thrown weapon, it's important to know where the weapon lands. Should the attacker fail the death roll? On a failed roll, the GM rolls 1d10. Can somebody roll 1d10 for me, please?
I gotta go soon, guys, by the way. It's almost 7 first people arriving, but I can stay here for...
Yeah, we are going to have to stop the game soon. Then, I actually kind of want to keep going because there's a specific point in this story that I want to stop the game at. Would you be okay with us continuing just a little bit without you? Hello? Bean?
He might be talking to people that just arrived.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, alright. So, /R1d10 for... Okay, so 9 means that it is heading 2 meters in this direction. So it's going to land here. Okay, and... so the grenade is going to be right there. And the stats for the grenade indicate that it is a... blast 5. Okay, cool. So... alright, let's see. So, blast 5. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
No. Oh no.
No. And no. So, Cody and Slice are both going to get hit by the grenade.
Nice.
Okay.
Lucky.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to roll the damage now. And frag grenade. Here we go. Don't worry. It has no penetration. It's just 2d10. All right. So that's good. Okay. So, with your armor, you only take 13 points of rending damage.
Okay, that's much better than I thought.
Yeah? Yeah, it's...
Nice. Whew, I thought I'm done.
Yeah, that was really scary.
Yeah, I rolled really high for the damage on this one. But yeah, there's a massive explosion. Your ears are overwhelmed by the sound for a second. Flames erupt with bright light, and suddenly Cody is just like knocked against the side of Drunk, and bleeding from a little bit of the shrapnel that pierced through his armor, but still able to fight. And now it's my turn. Okay.
Did Slice take the same damage?
Yes, Slice also took... Oh, wait, hold on. I was supposed to do that. And here we go. Yeah, she took the damage. All right. So, Ace is going to act first. And he is going to shoot you with his laser gun.
What?
Yeah, he's got... In fact, he has 2 laser guns. So, here we go. And I have not aimed. Okay, well, I missed the first one, and I missed the second one as well. Okay, so basically you have like two lasers being fired from like the weapon's ace has like on the side with his mechanical arms that just fly overhead you. Slice, okay, so, sorry, Zach is going to attack you with his power sword. And he's gonna attack the closest person. He's gonna attack Mitya. Runs towards you and yells, "He was my brother!" Right, and here we go. Death roll. I am charging, so I get a plus 20.
Yeah.
And I miss.
Nice.
Fuck. And Slice is also going to charge, but she's going to charge at Alistair. Alright, and so chainsword attack. And I am charging, so plus 20. Yes! Okay, Alistair, you are going to take chain axe damage. Alright, it's 1 tearing.
Can I dodge this?
Yes, roll for life.
I totally tap out of the way.
Alright, just give me
I'm
a...
only rolling criticals.
Okay, just I need to check one thing. For contested rolls. Alright. Here we go. So, it's one rule I was meaning to check is, do you need to roll higher than the person in a contested roll, or do you just need to successfully roll the defense? And this is what we are going to... Okay, playing the game. Tests, skill tests, and oppose test. Here we go. Okay, both participants make tests normally. Whoever succeeded the test wins. If both participants succeed, the one with the most degrees of success wins, which means I rolled 31, you rolled 28. I still hit you.
I did roll a natural critical bingo.
Give me just 1 second.
That's supposed to always succeed, right?
Percentage roll is made. The roll with the modifier. Yes. In another game, yes, it would. In this one, it just gives you more degrees of success. Right. So you get hit by a chain axe. And you take 15 damage. Penetration 4, so it completely ignores your armor. Which means you take the full 15. Oh, wait, no, hold on, it's tearing. So it's actually just 11 points of damage. Tearing, I roll an extra dice and keep the highest one. So.
Do I get to counter or something since I rolled a natural success?
Okay, so rolling really high does not give you anything special other than extra degrees of success, and it does not mitigate how much damage you take. So you took 11 points of damage. Right?
Okay, so it just hits 11, right?
Yes, I've already put it on your character sheet. So basically, she charges you the spinny weapon that she has, activating just before it touches your armor, and just basically like tearing a piece off of your armor off, making your ripping into your flesh and projecting blood all over her face as she laughs maniacally and says, "We might be one person short of a full deck, but soon with those weapons, we'll rule this wasteland." And that's it for my turn. Alistair, it's your turn. Alistair.
What did I need to do? Just real quick. I'm gonna have to leave right after this as well, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
your
What
turn.
did I have to roll?
To what? To attack?
Yeah, I'm just cutting them with my sword, the nearest one. Just gonna try to stab them or something.
Okay. In this case, make a death roll, and let me just check one thing real quick, because.
Was it death or void?
All right.
That's right, or not void.
Oh, hey, if you it's a death roll. If you want, you can do an all-out attack, meaning you won't be able to dodge you lose your single dodge or parry this turn, but it gives you a +20 to attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and do that.
Okay. All right. In this case, go ahead, and that's a hit. Okay. Okay, and let's see if I am able to parry this one. Life. No modifiers. Yes! Whew! She puts her weapon right in front of yours and blocks the incoming attack successfully. But that's her only defense this turn. Mitya, it's your turn. What do you do?
And guys, I am going to have to leave since my real life session is now, so
Okay.
I'll be leaving.
You got it. Nick.
Just finish my turn, I guess. And
Yeah.
I hope it's not too inconvenient. You can probably just put me as backup cover here, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll still be in an encounter.
Next time, please try to not have like other stuff after the game, because we're supposed to play like 4 hours on most games.
Yeah, I mean, it was from 3 till 7, so it's like it's still fit. But I thought you meant GMT, so like the general electronic time. So it would be from 11 till 3, and not from 3 till 7. So
You got it. All right. Have a nice day.
yeah, you guys too have fun.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Mitya,
Bye.
it's your turn.
Can I? Wait a minute. Can I do suppressing fire on him?
I think suppressing fire is a full attack, and you would need to draw your weapon. So what you can do is either a melee attack, or a standard attack is half. Okay, cool. So yeah, suppressing fire is full. Drawing your weapon is a half action. So you weren't able to do both.
Okay, so I'll just attack the same person that Boone just attacked.
Okay, slice.
Yep.
Okay, and you will have another half action, and I do believe, okay. Do if you want, you can do an all-out attack. That's a full action and get a +20, but makes you unable to dodge.
And if attacking is a half attack, could I attack 2 people?
I don't. You need a talent to be able to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what can I do with my half action then?
Full action, you could do an all-out attack, +20 to your death roll, but it makes you unable to dodge or parry this turn.
Yes, I mean, if I do a normal, I still have a half action, is it?
Oh yeah, if you that's the all-out attack. That's a full action.
No, that's not. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, like, you said that a normal attack that's not an all-out attack is half an action.
Yes, half an action. Yes.
So what can I do in this system with the other half an action?
Okay, other half. Okay, just give me 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Half an action. Aim. Brace heavy weapon. You don't have a heavy weapon, so you don't. So that doesn't matter. Feint allows you to do an opposed death check, and if you win, your next attack cannot be parried or dodged, which wouldn't work anyways because Slice already used her parry or dodge. Grapple. Knock down. Maneuver to basically move yourself and an enemy 1 meter. Movement. Reload, depending on whether your reload takes half an action or full action or 2 actions. Stand mount. So stand up or mount a vehicle. Standard attack is half, and using skills.
Okay, so could I, just in theory, could I feint her,
Yep.
but attack him? It's the opposite.
Yes.
Could I feint him, but attack her?
Yes, you could.
Then I will.
Okay, cool. All right. So make one death check against Zach, and it's an opposed death check.
That's it. Oh,
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I do not lose my reaction, and then make an opposed make a check against Slice to deal some damage. Death check. Okay.
damn it!
All right. Now, remember, I just want to remind everyone, you can spend immersion points the way that I described during character creation, if you so wish. Even after you've rolled.
Yep. Okay. Nah, it's fine.
All right. Cody, it's your turn.
Cody's looking around and seeing the situation is pretty difficult, and I think we might have to run away. And I want to look at Mitya and I'm like, hey, should we try to get out of here maybe?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just get away from the guy with the laser guns.
All right. So, Cody, you can start the tactical retreat if you'd like.
Yes, that's what I want to do. I want to... can I try to pass behind
Yes.
Zach without him attacking me?
Yes. How much is your movement? Okay, so you've got 4 different movements. You've got your half move, which is half an action. Full move is a full action. Charge requires you to charge at an enemy and gives you a plus 20 to your attack. And the full run makes it easier for people to hit you if you come into melee range of them, but makes it harder for people to hit you if they're shooting at you. So, if you're less afraid of Zach than you're of Ace, you can full run, get an attack from Zach, in which he'll have a bonus, and make it harder for Ace to shoot you down.
I'm not gonna risk that because I think he's gonna kill me.
Yeah, that's probable.
So I'm trying to go past him slow. Which kind of movement do I have to use
So
then?
you're just gonna use your full move.
Which is 4.
Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, 3. Like I could get I don't know, here maybe. Jumping down the wooden pedestal, wooden plank there.
Okay. If the active character moves away from an opponent with whom he is engaged, that opponent may make a free standard action against the active character. So that is attack of opportunity. Cool. But I'm not getting any bonuses for doing that because you're
Just a lot slow.
because you're only moving your full action. Okay. So give me 1 second.
But wait, because I'm engaged. Me and Alistair are engaged with them, but Cody isn't.
Oh yeah, he was blown off to the side. Technically, yeah, he's still within range. He's still within range.
Okay,
I'm still
that's fine.
I'm still gonna try to kill you. Okay, and I miss. God damn it. Okay,
That's
so
very nice.
yeah.
Yeah. Nice miss. And does he still have an action then?
If you moved only half move, then yes, you still have a half action.
Nice. I don't think I have. Actually, I would. If I would try to get out my machine gun, would that be?
Yeah, that would be a half
part of
action.
my action?
If you so you can use that to use suppressing fire within the next turns to cover your retreat. All right, it
I'm
is
still painting it though.
it is my turn. So
They
okay,
don't know it.
Ace
I don't know it.
Ace is going to try to finish off Alistair. So Ace is doing 2 laser gun attacks.
He sucks.
Okay. After that, it's going to be Slice's turn. She is also going to aim at Alistair because he's already previously wounded. And yes, I hit him.
I think he probably tried to dodge.
Yes, he would be able to do that because it's a new turn. Wait, did he? No, he did a full-out attack before leaving the game. So she is going to hit him. Chainsword. Sorry, chain axe.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on. No, not that. All right, chain axe. 19 points of damage. Okay.
I think it's dead.
Oof.
Oh no.
Mitya, you're taking 19 points of no, sorry. Mitya, you're being attacked, which means you can roll for life to dodge, if you'd like.
Sorry, what?
The attack Slice meant to... yeah, basically, I can't use immersion points to save his life. Because I'm not... I shouldn't technically be controlling the character that much. And you're still gonna get a hit because I rolled higher than you for 19 points of damage.
19, and because there's penetration. Okay.
Are you still up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got 3 HP.
Yep.
Oh shit.
And the last of all is going to be Zach. Zach is currently mad with grief and is going to say, I can't keep living without him. I'll take you all with me. Jumps onto one of his brother's grenades and just pulls the pin.
Oh shit.
All right. So, who still has... Okay, you both... Yeah, it's gonna activate next turn. Alright, so Alistair is going to be the first to act and...
I wave at him. I'm like, come, get out of here.
Yeah. He is going to... he's going to full run at this point. Make it slightly easier to attack him, but also if he gets out, he gets out. So I'm just going to move him like, he's over there. But Slice gets one attack of opportunity against him. Alright. Haha! I should not be this overjoyed. Okay. Oof. Oh no! Oh! It's tearing! Oh gosh, I've got to stop forgetting that it's tearing damage. Idris, you took 5 points damage less than anticipated. Because,
okay.
Yeah. And he's only taking 12, which is fine. It's only 3 points criticals.
And then doesn't it mean that the last time you took damages that would have been less too?
Yes.
If we're going that way.
Yeah, no, because it was tearing damage. Wait. No, I think I already took it into account the previous time. Okay, so he had 9. That was 12, which means he's 3 points into a critical. Can you... can you look up what the attack roll was that Slice did, so that I can know the location of the injury?
Wait, so it was the contested one, was no?
No, it's the one. Okay, it's the one I did just now. So 32 is going to be the body, and the body with rending damage is going to have 3. Okay, okay, explosive damage, impact damage. Rending damage, body, free. The attack rips a large patch of skin from the target's torso, leaving him gasping in pain. The target is stunned for 1 round and takes 2 levels of fatigue. Nice. Okay, so he basically is going to like run, get behind cover, and just not gonna be able to move from there for the next turn. And he's gonna have a -10 to all of his actions.
And he ran that way.
Yeah, basically that's where he is where his character sheet.
Ah, okay.
Where his where did I put? Okay, here we go. So this encounter was supposed to be done with the entire group being here. 2 players have now left for other occupations, and 1 player was so late that I think he might not even be in the game. So that's why it's slightly difficult, but I have faith in your ability to make it out of here mostly alive. Okay, and yeah, here we go, Alistair. And -10 to all actions for the fatigue. Okay, and that's it for... Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. You can still dodge if you're running?
I don't know. Can you?
Yes! And he did. So he is, in fact, perfectly fine.
Nice.
Okay. And he is back to having 9 life points, I believe. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, so yeah, he made it out alive. Mitya, it's your turn.
Okay, so wait. So because he took out a pin from the grenade, he did not engage with me in combat anymore.
That is correct.
Slice.
That is correct. So only Slice could have an attack of opportunity on you.
And Slice is wounded.
Slightly, yes. So if you want, you could do 1 attack, hope to kill her, and then run with your half move.
Yeah, that was my logic. What is the blast radius from the grenade, judging from the one Cody threw?
Let's see.
Would my
Okay. So it reached 3 squares away. So it's gonna be like all of this.
So would my half movement be enough to get out?
Okay, so I know that it's in feet, and I should have corrected that because most of Death Watch is in meters. So I'm gonna actually move that to meters, if you'll give me a second. Okay. God damn it. What is? Okay. What's your movement?
I do not know. I've looked on my character sheets and it's not.
Oh yeah, I must not have put it there. Give me 1 second. So it's going to be 4 meters for your half move.
Okay.
So yes, you would be able to get out of the radius if you ran away in the opposite direction of where Zach is. Exactly out of the radius.
So I will do exactly that. I will attack Slice and then go out of the radius.
You got it. Okay, I've put your move on there. Go ahead and roll your attack. And I think I haven't dodged yet, but I want to go full attack when I get the chance. So I am not going to dodge. Go ahead and make your death roll. Oh, god damn it. Okay,
yes.
Make your damage roll.
Let's go.
And okay, what's the penetration on your sword? 3? 2?
Yeah.
Okay, 3.
It's written 3.
12. So I am 5 points of critical deep in.
Let's go.
Okay, so hold on, -5. Wait, no. Oh yeah, sorry. -7. Okay. Can I have... Yes, I can have negative values. Okay, cool. So she's at -5, which means it might be sufficient of a critical. What was the roll that you made?
29.
29. So that's 92. That is going to be the head. Rending on the... Oh no, that's impact. Rending on the head. 5. The attack opens up the target's face, leaving them stunned for 1d5 rounds, inflicting 1d5 levels of fatigue. And if I'm wearing a helmet, the helmet comes off. I am stunned, which means unable to do an attack of opportunity while you run away, and the grenade blows up, killing both of them as you like make your way out of the blast radius. And Cody, you also can run out of the blast radius. Do you full run to make it harder for you to hit with long-range attacks?
Yeah, I will try to run as fast as possible into the direction that I've been already heading, and then like head left and try to get in out of the shooting radius from.
You got it.
Ace.
All right. Ace is
Kind
good.
of seeing where the others are going and trying to run the same direction.
You leave Ace's sight, but Mitya, having only done a half move, is still within the crosshairs. And Ace is as the grenade explodes, is going to yell, "No, my crew! Vengeance!" And I'm gonna do 2 attack rolls with laser guns against you. And
He's terrible.
and you're all going to make it out of this encounter alive.
Nice.
Leaving Ace 3 cards short of a full deck gang.
Oh no.
All right.
Okay. Is it possible for me to easily catch up with the others?
Yes, you find the others pretty easily. Like they stand out with the rest of the cyborgs, and yeah, everybody is kind of wounded, but everybody is kind of still alive.
Hey everybody, let's try to find a place where we can like find shelter real quick and get ourselves up to the health again.
Let's do that, exactly.
So you can spot a place that seems rather abandoned, and that seems to be a nice place for shelter.
Yeah,
Let's do
like
that.
shack kind of.
Hint is where
Out of
Akina
sight.
went.
Hmm?
Hint, it's where Akina went. So your
So
character
we follow the blood trails while bleeding ourselves.
exactly. So this is the mountain of metal in question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you head there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In this case, you limp your way to you limp your way to the mountain, following the signals thanks to a small portable device that you have. You make your way into the caverns, into the tunnels beneath the mountain. You are spotting a trail of blood left behind by somebody who seemed to have been not bleeding out. It's not like that bad. It is like not bleeding to death, according to Cody, what you can ascertain, but bleeding nonetheless. And you start out in a tunnel that's like made out of metal waste and yellow barrels with strange symbols on them. A symbol you might even know if you successfully roll a Cosmo check with a +20.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you walk deeper. You make it to actual rock and dirt. And Cody, the barrels are very radioactive waste. And then deeper still, you're going to reach a place where the walls are metal again, but this time they seem to be metal walls. You seem to be in a place that was constructed, and you find yourselves in front of a door that bears a strange symbol upon it. It's a square with both diagonalies drawn on it. like
Before we
above the.
go any deeper, is it possible for me to sit everybody down and apply some like quick medical help to
Yes.
maybe inject some adrenaline or like?
You can attempt to close everybody's wounds once per time that they got hit, which means once per person. So roll life for yourself first, for Mitya second, and for Alistair last. And if you succeed, you are going to be able to heal some wounds.
Do I get plus 20 to my life rolls because of my
Equipment? Yes, exactly, you do.
Nice. Okay, so it's this like crazy medical device that is like a Swiss knife, and I'll take it out and I will scan your bodies and I will apply some like spray on fake skin and
Okay.
close some wounds up.
Okay.
Nice.
For yeah, so no, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you roll life with a plus 20.
System.
Yeah. You're all good. You're all good.
Yeah. Okay. So for Alistair first.
Okay.
I think there's a mistake.
No, you click plus 200.
Yeah?
Not plus 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sorry. I will do it again.
It's okay. It's okay.
So
Just yeah. Okay, that's a success. So first aid. I'll let you know what. I'll get back to you after you've done all 3 of the life rolls. You might want to do yourself first because usually that's if you have some penalties, that is going to make it easier.
But I don't think I have current penalties, and I think my character would help my friends first.
You got it. All right. So roll to help Mitya next.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay, that is another success. And last of all, yourself.
And then for myself.
All right, successes for all.
And
Okay, so you heal an extra 1d5 wounds because of your talent. So I'm gonna need you to roll that. I'm gonna need you to roll for that. And first aid, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. On a successful test, you remove damage equals to your life bonus on lightly damaged characters. Everybody counts as lightly damaged because of because of your equipment, which means what's your life bonus?
My life bonus.
Yes.
Currently
It's
with
52?
inspiration, 57 with immersion.
Okay, 57. In this case, that means everybody heals for 5 plus 1d5. I'm gonna roll it for you. 1d5. Okay. Let's see. All right. V and Command V. All right. Cool. So, Alistair is going to heal 6 life points. Oh, and you heal extra, right, with with your equipment?
There's some stuff about healing lightly damaged 3
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
My life bonus.
Yeah.
But I don't understand exactly how that works.
That basically determines how usually you're at a lightly damaged if you took less than half of your wounds in terms of damage, but specifically in this case it's a different threshold. It's 3 times their life bonus and doubles the amount of damage healed by first aid, which means everybody recovers 10 wounds plus what I just rolled, which means right, I am 19 for Alistair out of 20. And
Nice.
you're back to full health, Mitya. And for yourself, you got yourself, hold on, 5, 10. You're back to 21 out of 23.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
There you go, guys.
Nice. Thank you very
Can I
much.
quickly ask how much time that took? So is that something that I could do in combat, or?
Yes, it's a full action for both you and the person you're healing.
Okay, but that's doable though. Nice.
Yeah, it's doable.
Success,
Yeah.
success.
Okay. Yes.
So, can you maybe explain this rune again?
Hmm?
The rune on the door.
Yeah. I can give you an image because I've got an image stored somewhere on the computer for this. Somewhere here it is. This is.
Holy shit, Mitya! How did we stumble upon this?
I have no idea.
Everything
What?
went so fast.
Yeah, I kind of trusted them, which was the mistake.
Yeah, I was like, oh, nice, funny TV man.
Yeah, we're gonna have cyborg friends. That would have been awesome.
Retro vibes.
Yeah, TV heads. You know.
And then crazy explosions going off, running, and now we're in this tunnel full of nuclear stuff.
And now, okay, Cody, look at me. Never throw a grenade again.
I'm sorry. I
No,
mean, it's...
don't be sorry. I mean, like, it's you. It's your own skin. But just never do it.
Okay. I will trust you with that.
This is the symbol on the door.
Okay. And I wanted to ask the construction of the like the metal walls and everything. Is it sort of the same, something that's reminiscent of the base?
Kind of, yes. It's a distinctively different architectural style, but it is advanced technology. You've lived in the base long enough that you'd be able to tell, yes, this was made by Soren Solipsis, and this is not.
Okay, I see.
This looks a little bit more ancient.
Ancient. Why do you think the cyborgs don't come down here?
That's a good point. I have no idea. Why haven't they opened the door?
I would imagine they're not the types that are too afraid of radioactivity.
Yeah. Oh, I'd like to ask them, but now that I know some of them, I know that it's not a good idea. Damn it.
How large is this door we're talking about?
It's large enough for its standard door size.
And
Is
is
it like entrance to a building door or entrance to a room door?
Kind of entrance to a building door. It's not a double door. It's just like there is no handle on.
And how does it open? Can we see the mechanism?
You can see there seems to be an imprint for hand to the side.
Okay, so if it
Sorry.
The trail of blood ends at the door.
the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go on a limb and say that Akina's inside and that it has a weird mechanism that only glitches could open, so the cyborgs can enter. And we can.
I mean, if somebody want to lure us here, they would send out a signal like the one that we received.
True.
And set up a door that only we can go through.
True. Ah,
Whatever
this
kind of
feels.
reason you would lure somebody here, you know? Doesn't necessarily have to be something negative.
True,
But that makes sense.
but it can be negative, and that's an important distinction.
Well.
Ah, Akina, you're a fuckface. Okay. I hate him. Before I thought he was a fun guy. Now I know he's a dickhead.
Well, you just hate him because he's a lot like you, Paul.
Nah, I hate him. That's a much more tangible reason. Okay.
Should
What do we
to
try?
open it?
Yeah, I take out my weapon and I just sort of go, okay, in case there's anything.
Okay, so you get ready with your weapon and I'll try to open it.
Oh god damn it, this is gonna go poorly.
Can I stand in front of the display or something in a way that I'm not like directly in front of the door, so that I'm behind the wall?
Absolutely.
Then I will do that, and I will like try to access the lock.
All
Yeah,
right.
See,
let's
like, the
absolutely
fingerprint
take
or-
cover.
Yeah. You press your hand against the cold metal, seeing that there's a little bit of blood on there, and the door is going to slide open, revealing a large room. You see this blue ray coming from the center of the room, and in the middle of it is this mass of shifting quicksilver-like metal just standing there. All around you, you can see the presence of this place having been lived in. There's there's potted plants in different corners of the room. Scientific papers stapled to the walls, and a lot of different and you also spot like a bed just on, like, not a bed, but like basically bed sheets on the ground to the side. Akina has dragged himself down the stairs and all the way here, and he is laying wounded against the side of this platform. He sees you coming in and is going to say, "Well, you guys took your fucking time."
God damn, Akina! And the first thing I will do is I would whip out my medical equipment again and heal some of the wounds.
Go ahead, and you're only going to be able to heal him for 2 points plus your 1d5, because he is more than likely wounded.
Okay.
Damn.
And that's a success.
And then just a d5.
Yes. You can click critical under one of your weapons, and it will roll 1d5 just the same. So it will determine. Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be 4 wounds. He recovers 4 wounds. Okay. Yeah. You start to help him, and he's gonna say, "No, just fuck, don't." I'm used.
Lying here.
Okay, listen, you really actually shouldn't have risked your lives to come and help me out.
What? Wait, you wanted a mission,
Okay, yes, I did, and I thought
and it was a mistake. Say it.
it was a mistake. It was a mistake for me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, but for us too.
So
Damn
like
it.
as you came closer to the ray of blue light, a strange phenomenon appeared. There were 2 ripples coursing through the swirling mass of quicksilver metal. Each time that you stepped, that one of you got close enough to it, apparently seeming to activate something inside of it, and like, yeah. Akina is going to just like gestures to some of the papers that are left on the ground next to where he is, and is going to say, "This thing, Soren was working on it. It's something called Phenonite. It reacts to the presence of glitches."
And
Phenonite, yeah. Guys, I tried everything. I tried to touch it. I tried to get close to it, but I don't think I'm a glitch, guys.
what do you mean?
It didn't ripple when I came close to it like it did with you, like it's described in here, and I know my medical records. It's one of the only medical records that was taken with us when we left New York. I have the same birthday as all of you. But I don't think that whatever makes you guys glitches is in me.
Wait a second. You're not a glitch.
But
Not according to this.
So you probably appear in the shadow world. So the fact that you are outside the rebel base fucking sucks.
No, guy. It's. Gosh, you didn't pay attention in class. It's not just you who doesn't have a shadow. It's. Well, you don't have a shadow, but everything that people act in. Like, as people's actions are changed by the fact that you're not there. You created a different timeline. In a sense. So, everybody who was supposed to die at New York, right? Their shadows died at New York. That's why we're not visible in the South Pole base, despite the fact that we're all still, the shadows aren't there. And that's how we made that mistake. That's how we overlooked that. Gosh, we might have even less glitches than we thought. Fuck.
But that still means that whatever this crazy floating Quicksilver is, that you have been part of this changing of this world compared to the other one from the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? So...
But it doesn't...
You're also already afflicted by it, so you're technically also already a glitch, in a way. Even if you're not affected by this, whatever this might be.
Yeah, that's true. If you don't exist in the shadow world, you're functionally a glitch.
Yeah. But
I just wave my hands towards the metal.
Okay.
The Philonite.
You wave your hand, and as your hand gets close, you seem to attract a sort of gravitational pull on the swirling mass that's going to start coming towards you.
Okay, I look at Akina, and what is this supposed to do? Why is it reacting to me?
It's armors designed by Soren.
Did Soren live here? Wait, is that Soren?
Yeah, this was
New York or post New York that created this?
Everything here is recent. From what I've read from the notes, she was here until a month ago. She left the radio over there that sent the signal. She wanted us to find...
I turn to Cody and I go, we need to get those papers right now.
Okay.
And start packing them.
Yeah. You pack all of the papers together, and this is what the file looks like.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Okay, we keep it. Read it later.
Yeah. Okay. Quick, grab the armors.
How do we do it?
I don't know.
Ah, fuck shit. I put my hand in the thing.
Okay. You put your hand in the blue light, and it's going to stick to you like a magnet, activating, and it's going to swirl, start to creep on your body, kind of like Spider-Man 3 Venom getting onto Spider-Man. And you are going to get the rest of the equipment that you didn't have until that you generated at character creation. And with tears streaming down Akina's eyes, we're gonna leave it here for today.
Poor Akina.
Yeah.
And
Bad for her.
Right.
But she needs to think it through, because she was affected already by this changing of the reality so early that she's technically the same amount of like fuzziness in our reality than...
That's true, but all of the people in the base aren't treated like they're existence saved everybody's lives. Only the glitches are getting that.
Well, we're not obligated to tell everyone that he's not a glitch. Just, there was only 4 armors or something. I think we can do that trick.
Yeah. We definitely should keep him as a friend and make sure that he.
Yeah. Now, everybody, reset your immersion to 0, and I hope everybody had fun. I really liked today's game. This is just the beginning. There's lots of mysteries that have to do with the armors, the place that you're in, and the setting as a whole. So I hope you will join me for the rest of this adventure next week. I'm gonna stop the recording.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the work you put into this, man.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Yeah.
super nice graphics.
Really appreciate it. All right. Hi everyone, and thank you for watching this video. If you want to keep up with all of the adventures on this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button so you can get a notification each time we upload the next episode of this story. And it would be very nice of you to like and share the video to help this channel grow. Have a nice day everyone.